Okay, guys, so I think I am live, and someone has already popped into the basement. Didn't even give me a chance to say hi to everyone and didn't do anything. So here he is. Might as well bring him up because he's probably busy and he can't stay for long. So I'll bring this man straight up. Romantic, how do?
What's up, buddy?
What's the story? Let me get this right. There we go. How are things?
Uh, we're on the good side of the dirt, so I can say.
Come on, have you been? Well, I've been watching some of your videos. You're mainly over on Facebook now these days. You're getting the big numbers over there. And he's frozen. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, it's this phone. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you now. Yeah, I was saying you're getting the big numbers over on Facebook. Hello.
Where the plays are, you know.
Hello. And he's gone. So I don't know what happened there. We'll try and get him back if he comes back up. Anyhow, sorry about that, guys. I don't know who's out there in the chat. Electronic Scrapper, welcome in. How do you? Just we had Romantic up there, but his phone reception was giving him trouble. I was just asking him about his Facebook numbers. They were fairly, some of his videos there are getting really, really high numbers over on the Facebook. Does anyone else use Facebook as a way to promote the video? I have a Scrapping Irish Facebook page, but I don't use that much. I'll be streaming over there now, live, but I don't use it as a main source of doing my videos. Maybe it's something I'm missing out on. Maybe it's something I should be doing. But again, YouTube is a bit of fun, and that's it for me. So what has everyone been up to? I'm still trying to. Oh, we have someone in the basement again. It's Ro again, and we'll try him again. Add him to stream. There he goes again. Welcome back.
It's phone, man.
So tell me this. I was just talking about Facebook there and the numbers, and I was saying that you're fairly big over there on Facebook. You find you get good numbers over there. So is Facebook, would you recommend Facebook to anyone that's on YouTube to be putting all their videos over there as well?
I don't know if I'd recommend it. I just got lucky over there, I think, but try it, you know.
Yeah, no, that's the same. But I don't use it, and I don't plan on using it that much. I do stream over to Facebook when I'm doing my lives, and I might put the odd video out on when or I might just pull up the link to the video, but I don't actually stream over there that much on Facebook. I just don't bother, don't have the time, and that. But I was just wondering for other people.
You get a lot more recognition over there.
Your phone is really
30 or so.
Yeah. Your phone keeps dropping in and out, Ro.
I don't know why. I'm right here by the router. Hey, let me jump back in a minute. I'm gonna take the phone down the road.
Okay. So as I was saying, let me see. Bro, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm still working on these because during the week I do work on other things, and I save these for when I'm up here doing the lives. I just save these to strip out. So and I do other things while I'm thing. So there's Bro on both sides of the so he's over on YouTube and Facebook. So thanks for dropping in. So we're just talking about Facebook and whether it's something you should be doing or not doing with your channels and stuff like that. Again, and that's something not for I'm not too bothered with. I've enough to try and keep the YouTube going, and that's it. But and try and keep all my scrapping going as well. Trying to scrap stuff out and that at the moment. Let me see who's just after coming in. Pooh's mate and Jackie. Yes, of course, Jackie. Great win for Liverpool. Carabao Cup winners today. That's why I was watching that game right up until about 10 minutes before I went live. It finished. So Liverpool won the cup today. So first trophy of many hopefully to come this year for them. Let me see. Took today off, seeing lazy bum in my recliner all day. Well, I've been watching the football all day, so I've been lazy all day as well. Copper King Recycling, good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. Always good to see you. Copper prices are still staying up there. This bit of this war in Ukraine will probably keep prices fairly high because of cost of stuff going up and stuff like that because of it. So I see gold now is getting a lot of people are investing into gold because whenever there's a crisis, gold is always a safe haven for investment. It's seen as a safe haven, not guaranteed to be a safe haven, but it's seen as a safe haven. Shark Scrapper, welcome in. I've seen your post, Shark, up on Facebook, and I agree fully with what sentiments that you put up regarding the invasion of Ukraine. So again, we don't know how lucky we are to be in our part of the world where we don't see much conflict. As I say, there was conflict in Ireland for years, but it was more in the north of Ireland than down south of Ireland. So again, I've never really seen conflict or have been in an area where you're being bombed and where you have to worry about getting shot or any of that carry on. So really, my thoughts do go out to anyone in Ukraine or in that situation in general. It's terrible for them, and no one wishes that. And again, there's some crazy people out there. So there is some crazy. Joe, welcome in. Joe has dropped in from the Facebook side of things, guys. So Joe, welcome in. I'm just taking these apart where I got these things that I got from my e-waste pickup. The video is up on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it, where I picked up all this electronic stuff, and I'm still trying to get through it. I'm still trying to get, because I'm hoping that the weather in March will pick up and I'll be able to get back to doing my acid work and dropping the gold and stuff like that, and working with gold pins and working with gold fingers and working with gold, getting gold from the chips and stuff like that. So that's why I need to really scrap this stuff out. So Joe, thanks for being in. War sucks, correct. It sure does. I say, I'm sure there's plenty of Ukrainian YouTubers who would love to be doing this tonight, and that instead of that, they're hunkered down, waiting to be having to fight to save their country. So, and they are, as in my own personal opinion, again, I'm not saying that anything. They are some of the bravest people I have seen. To see a leader or the president of their country staying there and fighting. I'm not sure there's too many presidents in any of the countries, whether it be Ireland, England, America, France, Germany, that would stay with their people in the city, pick up a gun and fight to save it. So that's just shows bravery, and I think it's admirable. It's admirable that he does that. That he stays with his people and fights to defend his land for freedom, because again, that's all they've ever known for the last 30 years. So well, that's my say on it anyhow. I say I don't want to drag it on about it. We're here to talk about e-waste and that, but again, I won't ignore it that it's not happening in the world. So I do have an opinion on it. Right, where am I here? Who came in? Daniel, welcome in. Great to see you in. Granny, I think come in. Granny and the Bear Scrappers, welcome in. Great to see you. Let me see. Hey, Scrapping Irish, how much gold do you recover in an average year, if you feel like saying? Last year I recovered, I wrote down a book somewhere. I don't think I have it up here. When I say recovered, it's still in powder form. Haven't melted into a bar. It's something I don't plan on doing. I plan to collect up as much of it in powder form and then melt it into a bar if I ever need to. Hopefully I don't lose it while it's still in powder form. But I think last year was just over an ounce, I think. Now, again, last year I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done. Because of other things that were going on with COVID and restrictions and other things just in general. So again, as I say, I didn't get as much this year. I plan on getting a lot more done. I've never got my chips processed from last year, which are about 30 pounds of chips. So that should give me another ounce at least, if not 2 ounces of gold. What else should there be? Oh, someone in the basement again. Sorry guys, I just spotted them down there. I didn't hear the bleep this time, but that's what I have. And welcome back, Ro.
I tell you what, if it does it again, I'm out of here.
It seems to be working better now, anyhow.
Yeah, I went outside.
All right. So we were just on about your YouTube and stuff like that, or YouTube and Facebook, but your numbers seem to be going fairly well for you on the the Facebook side, your videos seem to get a lot of views.
Yeah, it's doing
You
good.
know? Yeah, and are you monetized over on Facebook?
Yeah.
And can you? Because I'm not. As I said, I'm not over on Facebook. I'm not really. I am on Facebook, as in I have a Scrapping Irish page, but I don't really have videos up there all the time. I put videos up now and then, but I haven't monetized or done anything like that on it. So if anyone is thinking about doing it over on Facebook, how do they go about monetizing?
You have to have 10,000 followers, and within the last 60 days, 600,000 minutes.
Okay.
Minutes.
Okay, so that's what it is. So you have to have over 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
So you have over 10,000. So how many followers have you over there now?
We're almost 21 and some change on one of them. And on my profile, I think we're at 24,500.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. So if anyone's thinking about doing it on Facebook, that's what you need to do. You need to get them numbers. So it's a lot of followers, 10,000, to where YouTube is 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 times the amount of people.
The thing about Facebook right now, brother, is there's not a lot of traffic. There are people like us, even dumpster divers, scrappers, e-waste recycling. I've only found a few videos on that. I'm not trying to encourage you to go to that platform, but try it. And if it works for you and your video hits, then you're good to go. And if it don't, guess what? You always got your YouTube, you know?
Yeah. It could be an option down the road that I might look at, but at the moment, I'd probably not really, because I just don't have. I just have barely enough time to do the videos for YouTube and the thing without having to worry about Facebook as well. But yeah, no, it's good to see that the numbers are getting up there for you. That you really are growing big on Facebook side of things.
Yeah.
You know, well, it takes a lot of work too. Like, a lot of people don't realize the amount of work there is to running channels. So like, you're running a YouTube channel, you're running your Facebook side of it, you're hustling to get your collect all your stuff, process all your stuff, sell all your stuff. So there's a lot of work involved that people think it's just a matter of scrappers have an easy life. They just go and pick the stuff up off the street. There's a lot of work goes on after you pick it up.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to break it down.
This internet's cutting in and out again. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. If it goes again, sure. We know you. We know where.
People don't know this either. If you're tearing a motor apart, it takes you like 5 minutes. That same motor is going to take you about an hour, because you're trying to record it and make it look good for people, you know, and then edit. The only way you can do that is if you do it live, set the thing down and say, hey, I ain't going to look at chat. I'm not going to respond. Don't bother me. I won't bother you. Just watch how I do it. That's the only way you're going to get it done. Because I've tried to do it live, and then I start talking with somebody, you know, and it's pretty much, that's the work over right there.
Yeah. I'm just reading some of the comments there. That, like, Poosmate was just saying about more about the Ukraine issue. Like, she was hoping to be ways of helping out. Well, again, as Shark said there, well, all we can really do in this part of the world, unless we decide to join their territorial army, which they've opened up to anyone in the world that wishes to go and shoot a Russian, they're free to do it at the moment. But they again, I don't blame the Russian people. These are young kids that are being sent out, and they don't know what they're being sent to, but because of some mad lunatic of a leader. But I'm
gonna leave my opinion out all that.
Yeah, well, the Red Cross is another good organization which help kids and stuff like that who are wounded or injured. So please, if you want to donate to it, donate to it. Again, I have donated to different things as well at the moment, but that's another good cause. But anyway, back to scrapping. Because again, as I said, I'm not going to ignore that it's happening in the world, because it is happening in the world. But yeah, so what are you working on these days, Ro?
I might do a video on recovering some gold off some ram fingers, some cut ends.
Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of ram fingers to work through at the moment, and stuff like that with the ram gold fingers. You can see the gold there on the top. A lot of them to work through, take the chips off. I really need to process the chips, because they're building up. I've got a good few pounds of chips. I don't know, is it 10 pounds of them type chips, them little PGA chips on there.
Right.
So I need to process them this summer. I say it every summer I'm going to do them, and but it involves a lot of incinerating, a lot of hard work. So it's not like just going out and it's done in 5 minutes. It's if I have 30 pounds of chips to incinerate, then I have to have to wash them down, and I have to crush them down, and I have to bring it down to the smallest amount. So it takes days and days of that work as well. You know?
Right. If we get this new warehouse, I'll do a wet ash video too.
You know, can only see the gold. Yeah, that's all you can see there, mate, is the gold, because the thing. Well, you can see the chips there now as well. You can see the gold finger on top. Well, you can see it better this side. Can you? If I pull it back.
That's all you need to see. You only need to see the gold. You ain't got to worry about the rest.
Move my head out of the way. No, it's gold. But you can't see that good now. But you can see all the chips. It's on there as well.
Hey, I'm gonna drop down in the Facebook side. All right.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being up. Appreciate it, and look after yourself. Peace out. So he's gone from there, and he's over on Facebook. Yeah, so what's scrapping Irish? I've volunteered to join the Irish Navy, but both your ships are fully stopped. Have we 2 ships? Jesus, I thought we'd only 1. I don't know, we have 3. We have 3 Navy ships, I think. How many has the Irish Navy, actually? Actually, how much ships? I think some of them may be ex-American ones as well. Irish, no, I'm going to Google this. Irish Navy... Navy ships. I'm not sure how many we have. The fleet. Oh no, we've a good few, actually, more than I thought. What do we consist of? Let's see, does it say here? The fleet comprises of helicopter patrol vessels, 3 offshore patrol vehicles, 2 large patrol LPVs, 2 coastal PVs. Each vessel is equipped with state-of-the-art machinery, weapons, blah, blah, blah. So the fleet comprises of 1 helicopter. So 1 helicopter patrol vessel. So, and then 3 offshore patrol vessels. So that's 4. 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. So 8 ships in the Irish Navy. You know, but for a country that's completely surrounded by sea, it's a bit naff, really. But then again, we do have the English Navy on our just around us as well. So I think we'll survive, hopefully. But then again, so did Ukraine. No, feel sorry for the. You see them again. Some Russian people are very, very brave, out protesting. They know as soon as they open their mouth in that police state, they are gone. They're gone, locked up, and that's it. I believe if we had a stronger leader in office, Putin wouldn't have jumped the border. I don't think so. Putin had. I have to disagree there. Putin had his guys on that border in 2020 ready to go, but COVID hit, and COVID delayed that plan. He had planned to go earlier than this. He had all his troops ready to go in 2020. He was building them up back then, and COVID hit, and then he had to deal with the COVID issue first in his own country and then worldwide, because again, while COVID was on, if he'd done that, I think he would have really felt the wrath of the Chinese for a start. He's not afraid of America. He's not afraid of Europe. He's afraid of China, to be honest. Let's admit that. China, he's not afraid of anyone else. It's the Chinese. So when COVID was ongoing and the Chinese had that issue with the COVID, if he had made a mistake there and gone, he was in big trouble. But he's in big trouble as it is now. But I don't believe for a minute it didn't matter who was in power and where it was. He was going to go for it. I'm afraid I'll have to disagree with you there, Granny. I'm afraid, because he wouldn't have had his troops going in 2020 if he wasn't planning on going. Doesn't matter who was leader. But that's again my opinion. Let me see, Keith Edward Rowe over on the far side. So Keith, thanks a lot for hanging out over there. Do appreciate it. Link is there if anyone wants to come up and we can talk about scrap, or we can talk about whatever you want. If you want to carry on talking about the Ukraine issue, feel free. Everyone has an opinion, and it's as I said, the good thing about where we live, we can voice our opinions. And I don't have to worry about the police coming and kicking my door down and taking me away because I don't agree with what my government might do. Because, for instance, I think my government should have kicked out the Russian Foreign Office at this stage, but they still haven't. So again, now we've stopped closed all our airspace to Russian flights. and all that sort of stuff. So again, we backed as part of Europe, we've done all them sanctions against them. But again, I don't think there should be any Russian diplomats in any country in Europe at the moment, because why should it be here and immune from what's going on around the place? There is people protesting up around the embassies and that, but they should be kicked from the country as far as I'm concerned. And again, I disagree with my government letting them stay here, and I'm able to say that because I'm not in a police state like the Russians are, or I'm not under attack like the Ukrainians are. Scroll to my last comment above. All right, let me have a look. Daniel, sorry, I missed that. Daniel, where are you? Hi, Pooh's mate. Where is Daniel's comment? Where was your comment, Daniel? I'm missing it. Is it far up? Scroll up to my last comment above about PCB. Okay, let's have a look what Daniel was looking for. It might be easier if you put it in again, Daniel, for me, because I'm going way up here, and I seem to be going either by it or cannot find it. Why am I not getting it? Pooh's mate, Daniel, hi Irish, hi everyone in chat. Right, we'll start from there and work our way down. So that's where you came in. Hi Pooh's mate, then he said. Pooh's mate was talking to him. Oh, sorry, I missed Watch Call coming in there. Did I see Angry Blacksmith? Sorry, I missed you coming in. Again, Pooh's mate, Shark Scrapper, Keith Rowe. I don't see it, Keith, or not Keith, Daniel. Can you put it back in the chat? I don't know where's it gone because I don't see it up there. I've gone through now. Again, I'm over on the, I can't see it either. Yeah, Pooh's mate can't see it either. I've scrolled through, Daniel. I don't see it. And I don't know where it is. I've scrolled right to the top and I scrolled right to the bottom. Irish, a good assessment. Putin is an evil narcissist who doesn't care about many people. Yeah, he doesn't. He just cares about himself, in all fairness. That's just a minute. Putin is a dictator by any other means. 20 years in power, putting on fake elections and that. And again, all he is power hungry. It's about going down in the history books. Thought that he'd go down the history books as the man that brought back the Soviet Union. He'll go down the history books as the man that could have started, that may start World War III, may end up nuking people, killing innocent kids, killing innocent people who, like me or you, are just going about their daily business up until he decided that he wanted to take over Ukraine. Again, he lied to everyone saying, I'm not going to invade, I'm not going to invade. And then what did he do? He went to invade. So that man can never be trusted. Now, I hope that at the moment he's trying to, I think he's backed himself into a corner and he expected to have the Ukraine conquered by now. But again, the brave people of the Ukraine and their leaders have given him one hell of a battle. They may not win it, but they have really shown him to be a weak man and not a great leader. In my opinion, again, that's my opinion, and you may not agree with that, or you may agree with it, but again, it's not going to change my opinion of him. And I've seen someone coming in there. Crypto, welcome in. Great to see you. Keith, I don't know what you mean by that. That's Joe's best friend. Who? Putin? Not likely. Not likely. Let me see. Joe, I have some project sisters that worked great, so I'm moving forward with a plastic recycling side business. Well, fair play to you, Joe. It's good to see that. And where are you based? And tell us what your plastic recycling business is going to be about. It would be brilliant to know what you're doing. Did Daniel put up his other post since? I don't think so. Daniel, no. So Daniel may be gone, and I hope he didn't think I was ignoring his Lee, sorry if you're offended, but I'm not going to ignore something that's going on in the world. I am talking about scrapping as well, and we're talking about scrap stuff, but I'm not going to ignore and pretend nothing's going on in the world. And again, I do appreciate you coming over. I do appreciate you listening. And if it's not for you tonight, and if, I'm not going to go on about for ages, to be honest. That's all I'm just saying about it. I'm going to go back on. We're trying to go back onto scrap and stuff there, talking about his plastic recycling business, stuff like that. Joe's plastic recycling business on Facebook. I just have to have my say. I'm not going to stay quiet on it because too many people stay quiet because they go, oh, you can't talk about it because you're meant to be doing about scrapping, or you can't talk about it because it's about football. You can't talk about it. Of course you can talk about it. It's part of what's going on in the world. As long as I'm not being offensive to anyone and saying they're wrong or whatever, as I say, Joe, it may, or not Joe, William, or Lee, sorry. Lee, it may not be completely what you want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it all night, to be honest. I just got it off my chest there, what I had to say at the start. And a few people put comments up, and I'm going to reply back to them comments, same as I did to your comment. Not offended, just expecting to flip in and hear about. Oh no, we were talking about scrapping as well before, and just some comments were made in that. It's not a political. This is not a political channel in any means and at all. But I'm not going to ignore stuff that goes on in the world either. But I'm not going to harp on about it all night. So. Gold, back to gold. Daniel is back. Yes, still here. It has a link to website. That is why it didn't show. Okay. How can I do this? Because I'm over on thing. Let me go back to YouTube side. Give me a second, Daniel. Where am I here? YouTube, because I'm over on StreamYards, and type into YouTube, go to my channel. Here's my video. I hope the sound doesn't come up. Oh, it does. Let me mute that. And let me go to Daniel. Now, Daniel, I'm going to make you a moderator. So that means you can put the link in. Let me go there. Why will it not let me? Oh, there, add moderator. Okay, Daniel, so that should allow you to put your link in. So what is the question and what are we looking for on that link that you're putting in? Let me go back to where I was and see. Hey, Brizzy Boy, welcome in. Crypto, I said hi to Pooh's mate, Brizzy Boy. Electronic Scrapper, thanks for clarity. No problem, Lee. As I said, I do appreciate anyone that comes over, and sometimes I might be talking rubbish about something and it mightn't have always something to do that might have something to do might have something to do with scrapping all the time, because we don't just all work around scrap all the time, but I am scrapping stuff out and I do plan on getting gold recovery. Copper prices are good at the moment as well. Gold is up about on the year, I think 16% higher than it was this time last year. I think I was looking at it earlier just to see what has gone up in the year. Hey, Ralph Morick, good to see you, Ralph. How is the game going, Ralph? How is the cleanup going? More the question. Miss Sister Donna Carter, sorry, I seen you coming in earlier and I forgot to say hi. Sorry about that. Let me see, Daniel. Has Daniel put that link in yet? Shark Scrapper, hello, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if you put that link in, Daniel, or not, because I was hopping from one and trying to catch up on chats on the other side. Yeah, so Joe's business. I was asking about Joe's business. I don't know, did he? There's the link. Okay, so what do you need to know, or what are you asking about there about them boards? What is that? Let me have a look and see. PCB board. Okay, so seems to be out of. Well, what I see there, anyhow, that is of. I see the little blob is the same. I would treat the blob the same way as I would treat the tops of the BGAs. So when you get that off, incinerate it and grind it down and get your gold bonding wires underneath, then you can put the rest in with your you can put the what gold you have under that then can be put in copper chloride or something like that. I see some MLCCs on the board. What else am I looking for there, or what are you asking us about on it? Post deliver or blah 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 blah. Got it. So I don't know what your question was. Sorry. Let me go back again because I was looking at that board. Blah blah. As a board with the resin top of the chips, sees as low grade. What is the red rectangular thing on the tanks? Ooh, let me go back. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, now that you mentioned that red rectangular thing, do I have a board which also has one of them on it? Do I have it here with me? What board was that on? That was on some boards I was taking apart lately. It wasn't earlier, but it was lately. So they shouldn't be too far away. Give me a second. Chat among yourselves. I'll see if I can find that board. Here we go. I think I have it. Oh. So, let me get back and get back to the StreamYard side again, because I was looking at that picture again. I'll come back to everyone I missed talking there in the meantime. So on that, you can see it is, but I can't get my pin there. So I have something come back this way. So you can see I have something similar there on this board, and I'm not 100% sure what it is either. Now, if I take it off the board, where's my snips? Here's my snips. I'm going to try and snip it off the board. I'll break it off. There we go. So I think it's something similar to what you had. Looking at it there, mine is more browny, possibly, than a red. Let me have a look at the picture again that you put up. Could possibly be a browny color rather than a red color. Looking at the red wires and stuff on the picture. So we'll crack it open and we'll see what's inside of it, will we? So let's see if there's anything of value coming out of it, because again, I don't know what's in here. So the first thing when I crack it is we have like aluminium underneath it. It seems to be aluminium. It's a capacitor. Keith is saying over on the far side that it's just a capacitor. So there we go. So he's saying that's just a capacitor. That's what he's saying. We have someone sent by Ro, so I appreciate you coming over. Thanks a lot for dropping in. I do appreciate it. Andrew Merritt, missed you coming in as well. So guys, I missed a few people coming in there, so please comment again and I'll get you further down. So a capacitor, to answer the question. Now let me have a look inside that capacitor. If I chop it, can we have a look? Hopefully. Oh. So we've cut it there off. So as you can see, nothing of any precious metals. It's just, if I can, there we go. When I cut it, it's just like a solid chunk of metal inside, or like looks like a graphite-y stuff, but it's not. And we get the knife. Again, sometimes you wonder with those e-waste guys, when we go at stuff, we don't know what it is, and we're scraping at it, or we do more damage to our health than we realize. So capacitor is what Ro reckons it is, so I hope that will help you out. Right, where are we here now? We have a lot of people coming over from Facebook, so Ro must have shared me out or something. So Ro, I do really appreciate that. So there's people saying hi to Ro and stuff over there. So Ro has really brought a few people over. Right, let me go back and see who I forgot to say hi to. So we go right back up there. Brizzy Boy come in. That Canadian, where am I here? Canadian girl 345. Thank you very much, Renee. Keith Rowe is there again on Facebook side. Miller Roy is there on Facebook side. So thanks for being over there on the Facebook side. I said already to Donna Carter. Let me see. Andrew Moret, welcome in. Pooh's mate was saying it was a capacitor as well. Brizzy Boy was there. Let me have a look and see, did I miss anyone else coming in? Electronic scrapper. It is filled with aluminium foils. So yeah, that's when I cut through. We've seen the aluminium foil. Crypto. Let me see in case I'm missing anyone else. I'm just going back down through the chat. Miller Wright, thanks. I appreciate that. Who else is there? So guys, what are you scrapping out? What are you working on? What guy was saying there earlier that he was going into the plastic. Joe over on the Facebook going into plastic recycling. So Joe, please tell us what the plan is there. What are you doing? Are you taking the plastic from stuff you're picking up and scrapping out that you're going to be doing the side hustle on the plastic, making a bit of money on it, or is it Is it actually collecting plastic bottles or recycling them sort of things, or what type of plastic is it? Be interesting to know. Scrapping Irish, don't worry. I don't think that stuff is there was too toxic. I hope not, because I do have a habit of doing stupid things like that, cutting it open and worrying about it afterwards. Buddy got better. Sorry, missed you live. Just watched. So just saying hi to people talking to Ro there over on the other side. Yeah. So come on, guys. What are we scrapping out? What are we doing? What is everyone working on? I have. I need to, after I cut all the wires off these, I have to break these out and get the silver contacts. I have a lot of these these orange boxes, which should have like relays in them. I think, is it, or is it coppers in these ones? Let me have a look. Right, break one open. And there's, yeah, it's relays. So we should be getting some silver out of it. We should get some little silver contacts. I brought up the wrong thing for breaking it. I brought snips instead of pliers. Don't have the pliers there anywhere. Usually have stuff thrown all around this room. But let's break it out that way. There we go. Yeah, so again, we have some copper in there, a little spool of copper inside of that, and then there was little silver contacts on here, and that was about it. So a lot of tin boxes to break open. We'll have the copper from in there to take out. A lot of little brass I'm working on. We have the gold pins which need to be removed from these. So it's just a little, if I can focus. So you can see there, you can see the shine of the gold, hopefully. It's very hard because of the reflection coming back off the green screen. It makes it harder to see it. But yeah, it's very bad to see it. The camera isn't great for looking at it. So, but that is gold, 2 gold. Well, it's 4, 2 each side. They all have to be removed. And then I have the copper wire as well. So I'm going to have to cash that in at some stage. And hopefully we get a scrap room with that. I might do something. I'd say we'll pop scrap on that. We might be able to come to a deal. Here's some boards for me. So we might be able to swap the boards and maybe split the money or something on these, because there's a lot more copper than there will be what's worth in boards, to be honest. Me too. I need a plastic recycler. Yeah, it's plastic recycler. Say I was talking about this last week. There is guys in Ireland that do it. I think some people have someone in the UK that do them, but you need to have so many ton before they'll, like you need to have a full truckload, an Arctic load of stuff. Ampli Road, welcome in. Seeing you coming in there. Wish we're going to get 15 hours. Cheers, Ro. Appreciate that. Let me see what in between. Scrapping PCRs, I have servers and switches to work on. Yes, I was seeing your scrap over your server thing, but again, I have a habit of what I'm doing now is watching Raker videos one after another. The next thing I go, oh, I never commented on that video. I have to go back and comment. So I'm going to have to go back and comment on the videos afterwards, because people probably think I haven't watched some of them. Let me see. That's right. What's Daniel saying? Yeah, the plastic recycling thing is a big thing for scrappers. It's to trying to find what to do with the amount of plastic. The amount of plastic I have there at the moment. But again, I can put the plastic into my recycling bins, and they're collected as part of my waste recycling from the house. And that's, again, I pay so much a year for my recycling in general, and that's what goes towards it. So I send my plastic that way. Hey, someone in the basement. The shark. How do I see you? I seen you tagged in a Facebook post by who did Dan with the shark mobile. I think that would suit you.
I really need to be better at paying attention to my Facebook page. I hate to say it, but my Facebook page is sort of an afterthought because most of my concentration is on my YouTube effort. So I really do need to get better at that.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, Ro is the buck for the Facebook. He seems to be hitting it big over there. I don't really do Facebook that much. I have, whenever I go live, I share it out on Facebook. But I kind of, YouTube is my main way of interacting with the communities that are out there, our groups and the scrappers, and seeing what they're doing and what's happening in the scrap world. But Facebook may be a trick that we're missing. But then again, I find it hard enough to keep up with YouTube. So
Yeah, it's just a different game. That's all.
yeah.
And at some point, you have to decide what you're going to focus on and how you're going to spend your time.
Watch God saying hi to your row there from the Facebook side. You can't see the Facebook unless I highlight it.
Yeah.
I'll have to highlight them. This row is so. There's one of Row's many followers on Facebook. So welcome to Scrapping Irish, and that's Shark Scrapper who's here talking as well at the moment.
Hello, Raphael.
Raphael, welcome in. Hey, Shark. You know that new what you call you got? You got the new scales there last week, was it, or the week? Well, it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was the week before, and you needed it because the thing is a forklift something you're going to be looking at getting at some stage.
Oh yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah, because
I almost had one. There was I found an electric one, but the requirement for putting the charger in, by the time I had talked to an electrician and figured out what I had to do to get the charger installed and stuff like that, the guy had already sold it. So
no. And what sort of money was it? Were they looking for what sort of money is electric forklifts going for at the moment?
Well, forklifts are kind of weird duck. I've found them from $2,000 to a lot more.
Yeah, we got a new forklift at work there lately, and it was I think 80 something thousand.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah,
and I think the only reason that they were willing to let me have this electric forklift for $2,000 is because there was something they weren't telling me, and they wanted to get rid of it.
Well, one of the forklifts at work broke down. We've electric ones and diesel ones. The one that broke down, and the repair company came out, and he took one. The boards had blown, and he took out the board, and I was looking at it, and I seen lovely chips on it, BGA chips. I seen gold pins on it. I said, "Oh yes, I have that one." Next minute, I went to take it away, and he goes to me, "Where are you going with that?" I said, "I'm just going to jump in the field, the skip." He goes, "Oh no, we have to bring them back." I go, "All right." He said, "Oh no, we have to bring them back." He said, "They have to go back." He said, sometimes they can be repaired."
Yeah.
Hello,
Miss Canadian Scrapper.
Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper. So I just highlighted you when you came in that time. You have Watch God's Row is saying that scale you have is badass. It is a badass scale. What weight can that weigh up to? 2.5 ton, is it?
Yeah, 5,000 pounds.
Yeah. So it's plenty of, and it's getting plenty of use already from all the wire you're getting from the guys doing the antennas, or doing the what are they called? Do you call them over there? Special wire?
Yeah, the cell phone towers.
Cell phone towers. That's the one.
Yeah. Well, and the wire and the big pieces of steel that they're bringing in, which were just too big to put on the other scale, my postal scale.
Yeah.
They just would have killed that little postal scale. So they're it really is handy for that, because they can just bring it in on the forklift like you saw in that one video, and then we can set it right on the scale, weigh it, and now I know what I'm paying them.
Yeah, and the good thing is when you weigh it there now on your scale, you know your scale is certified and calibrated. And if you go to your scrapyard and get a different weight, you can say, "Hold on here a minute, what has been happening here?"
Well, I have a lot of a very close relationship with the 2 yards that I mostly use. In fact, they were the ones that recommended the scale company that I bought this scale from. So I have every confidence that they are getting their scales checked every year the way they're supposed to, and stuff like that. But it's funny because one of them did ask me. One of the managers said, "Hey, if you don't mind, please check your weights against our weights, and let us know if you're seeing anything different."
Yeah.
So
we've won them forklifts that Ralph is talking. We've won them at work. They're called a combi lift, and they can go sideways in between aisles, and have the forks coming straight out in as well. So they're handy for getting down aisleways and taking stuff down from big racks. That's what they're
Oh,
used
and I
for.
saw another one that was kind of cool when I was looking around. So the fork, imagine your forklift, you can drive it along, right?
Mm.
But then when you get to the rack, you don't have to turn the whole forklift. You can just turn the forks 90
All right.
degrees. And then, so you can, the body can still be pointed in one direction. The forks can turn in another direction and still go up and down.
Yeah.
I thought that
But
was kind of an interesting arrangement.
yeah, but the one Raphael is on, but it is awkward when you get into the first time to drive because you have a steering wheel and then you have a yoke for going left and right, and you have a steering wheel for forward and back, and it's just getting the two right. Because if you press the wrong one, next you're going the wrong. Oh no, I've gone past where I'm meant to be and back again, and first time I drove one of them, I was like, oh, I'm going to go crazy trying to work this yoke out.
Well, and because the steering, even in the best of circumstances, your steering is in the back wheels. So that always confuses people too. Yeah, I think when I do finally get a forklift, I'm going to do a lot of practice driving out in the parking lot first.
There's a question from the Facebook side. Do you buy your scrap or is it all free? All my scrap comes free. I mainly e-waste, so all of mine, I've not bought any scrap e-waste ever so far. I've thought about it, but again, as a hobby, I don't think I'd bother buying it ever because it's just a hobby I work full time. Shark, have you ever bought scrap to make
Oh
more
yeah.
money on it again?
Oh yeah, I buy it all the time. I get some for free. I buy some. I bid on auction lots for like schools, government auctions, and things like that. So yeah, for me, it's a mix of all of the above.
Yeah, I see a lot of guys buy their stuff. I see them bidding on auction sites and that, but because I just do this as a hobby, and I was lucky enough to get that big e-waste pickup that'll keep me going for a good while, on videos and stuff like that, and gold recovery videos and stuff like that for the summer. I didn't need to buy anything now. If I was out of stuff, I'd probably end up having to buy stuff to make content. But then that'll be a decision to make. Will I carry on? Will I carry on doing videos if I have to actually buy stuff to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the other thing that you have to be careful of, especially if you're bidding on like these online auctions. There are some people that they bid crazy money. Now, I think that in some cases they're going to buy the computers, upgrade them, and resell them as gamers or mining computers or something like that. And so that might make some sense. But some of the prices that I've seen people pay for pallet loads of computers, I'm scratching my head going, I don't know how you're going to make any money off of what you just paid for it there.
Yeah, well, I've seen YouTubers buy stuff, and they say it beforehand. I bought this. I'm not going to make any money on it. It's going to cost more, but I've bought it because I want to show how to process this stuff. And then I've seen people outbidding, not for YouTube, just buying it because they think there's more gold in it than there is. And like gold, would say ram fingers, for instance, like ram fingers are way overpriced on eBay. If you go onto eBay and you look at the price of old ram fingers that are of no value, can't be used in any computers nowadays because they're too slow or they won't work correctly in them. And the price that people are paying, if it's for recycling, and it says like being sold for gold recovery, not working, blah, 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 blah. And if you weigh up the amount of fingers that they have, they're going to lose an arm and a leg on it. But if it's for doing videos, I can understand paying because again, it comes down to your hobby and you want to do it, blah blah blah. You could spend, if you're a golfer, you'll spend more than that on golf clubs in a year. But if you're trying to make money from gold recovery, don't buy anything off eBay. It's overpriced. Now, if you're trying to sell stuff, eBay, you're going to get the most amount of money for, because there's a lot of people out there will overpay.
Yeah, I tell you, I have not. I don't want this to sound wrong, but I have been unwilling to cross the ethical boundary of hyping up some of the stuff that I have to sell on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have an eBay store and I sell, like the 8 and 16 gigabyte RAM and, those kind of things on the eBay store. But what I'm doing is I'm going in, I'm looking at the current market price for those kind of things, what others are paying. and I'm putting them up for about what they're selling for.
Yeah.
But that, I think, at least in my mind, is different from here's a 1 pound bag of gold plated pins. You're going to get so rich that it's worth the $100 that you're going to pay me.
Well, the real con up there is the one where the people would say take the gold pins off a boards, and they'll get a rake of gold pins and they'll melt it all together. So they're gold and they're brass and they're whatever, it's all melted together. And they weigh the bar and they say 10 grams of gold for 100 quid or 200 quid. And people are thinking, oh, 10 grams of gold, 10 grams of gold, sure, 10 grams of gold is 600. You know, $60 a gram or whatever it is a gram at the moment. That's 600 quid. I'm going to make a load of money out of that. But when they get that, it's brass, it's gold, it's tin, it's iron, it's every sort of metal. And to get it, the actual gold content out of them is probably maybe worth, I don't know, maybe worth a $5 or $10. And you've just paid 100 or 200 quid for it, and they're the biggest con out there of the lot, because once you put all them pins together and melt them together, you might get a nice shiny gold looking color, but it isn't gold. It's pure and absolute rubbish. So guys, watch out for that on eBay. Yeah, that's it there, gold melt drops or whatever. That's what they call them. Yeah, but you see people send them up on eBay, and they're just like it's just pins that were flashed with a little bit of gold on the outside. They're all melted together. You end up with a nice shiny gold color, and you have to get the amount of acid it would take to get the actual gold out of it in the first place would cost you maybe 100 quid or 200 quid, and then the value of the gold you'll get might be thinner. So it's just non-economical. Stay away from that, guys, if you're going to do anything. That's definitely a no-no. You know.
Yeah, I also find that I'm really quite busy enough just breaking down computers and servers and switches and things and selling the boards and the CPUs and the RAM off to other people. I don't know where I would find the time if I was going to go into the refining. Because this is a business, there are certain things that I would have to do that incur a certain amount of expense. So in order to make it profitable, I would have to go all in on that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how I would add that on top of everything else that's going on right now.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I say, it's grand for me, and it's grand for a lot of guys up on YouTube who are doing it as a bit of a hobby, and they like to get a little bit of gold, and maybe in 10 years' time, they still have that gold they got now, and it might be worth 10 times the value. So, stuff like that. But if you're trying to do it as a business where you're getting so much in every week, you have to process it, get so much, and get your money out of it, it's very difficult, and you need a lot of expensive equipment, and you need a lot of licensing, and you need a lot of health and safety, and you need a lot more stuff than you would doing it as a hobby.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I think it would be an awful lot of fun. When I first got into this many years ago, I had planned to do some refining because I have a science degree, a couple of science degrees. I enjoy the concept of the chemistry that's behind it. And it seemed like it would be something fun to mess around with. And then by the time I accumulated enough material that I could consider doing some of that refining, I had been so bitten by the scrap bug that I was on track to get this company going, and that took over.
Yeah.
So
it's all, again, we talked about this so many times. It's whether this is your hobby or this is your living. It's two different ways you're going to look at everything you pick up. Like, I look at a board, and because of the hobby, I'm going to look at taking everything off them boards and breaking them down, micro scrapping them. Where you look at that board and you go, right, that's going to go into low grade, high grade, mid grade, whatever board it is, and that's it. It's chucked in there and it's moved on. And again, same comes down to your all your boards from your computers. You're looking at, right, I'll take off the processor, I'll take off the RAM sticks, I'll take off whatever. Now this board is going to mid grade or it's going to high grade, and moving it on. Where again, I'll be looking at, right, I need to get them IC chips off, I need to get them pins off, I need to get them tantalums off, I need to get blah 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 blah. And because, again, it's a hobby for me, and I can afford to leave them IC chips sitting in boxes for 2 years before I go doing anything with them.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's not a business. So it's not like I need to do something with them straight away. Like, I'm looking over there now, and I'm looking at piles of boxes of IC chips that I keep looking at every week. I come up here and I go, I'm going to have to do something with them, but I still haven't.
And I look over at a box of gold-plated like cell phone boards and stuff like that, and I say to myself, you know, if it wasn't so daggone expensive to ship stuff to Scrapping Irish, I'd send that to them. But I'm still paying off the loan from the
It'd be cheaper to, I think, fly over with them in a carry-on than it would be to post them.
Yeah. I mean that loan to pay for the M&Ms is still killing me, man.
But you got conned. That wasn't much. You got conned by your crowd, and you had to pay the taxes, and I had to pay them as well. So they got paid taxes twice. I don't mind melting low-grade items into a bar. Can easily remove the copper with electrolysis without the need for a ton of acid. Yeah, again, it depends what you're. Again, I'm not up on the reverse electrolysis as much as some people are, and it's something I need to learn more about before I attempt it. So again, that is a way of getting the gold out and taking the copper and leaving you with just the gold and stuff like that on very low grade stuff. It's a lot more economical than acid will be. And again, Electronic Scrapper, I'm sure, has videos over there on his channel on how to do that. And Electronic Scrapper, how are you getting on with the blue and M&Ms, by the way?
So I thought I was going to have to kick some butt around 2 o'clock this morning because why is it that these daggone things never go off in the middle of the day?
Yeah, it's always at night.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, this thing started saying, error on detector, error on detector. And so, you know, wakes me out of a sound sleep. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a voice. What the hell's a voice doing in my house? I'm like,
yeah, who's that voice in my house? So Shark goes and gets the shotgun and he's ready for action.
And of course, my dog is really useful. She's trying to climb underneath the bed because it scared the crap out of her.
She's not getting involved in it. No, the alarms never want to go off during the day when you're wide awake. They want to go off when you're asleep so they can just frighten the living daylights out of you.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to scrap this or just smash it with a hammer on camera one day.
That's so much to do with. I got 60 plus hours a week. So yes, a hobby, yes, would do it full time if I could. Yeah, again, I work 50 hours a week. You work 60 hours a week. So this scrapping is only a side hustle or a side gig, as I say. If I was playing golf or something like that, I'd probably it cost me more money on golf balls I would have lost. Cleaning up the last bit of the silver after the silver chloride conversion. And what's it looking like for percentage-wise, Electronic Scrapper? What sort of percentage of silver are you getting per 100 grams? I'm sure everyone is still collecting all the blue M&Ms now to get the silver from them. I'm sure Raphael has tons of them.
Hey, so here's another one for you, Irish.
What?
Here's another one for you. Wait a minute. I dropped it. So my wife had her car in for a regular service, and she found this on the deck of the car.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a socket.
Yeah.
So
the mechanic left it after him.
I'm thinking that one of the mechanics had this in their pocket. And when they were climbing in and out of her car during the servicing, it fell out of their pocket.
All I can say, thank God that was a mechanic and not a surgeon. Because I'd rather be in my car than in my body.
Well, yes. Because it's just like, why in the world would this be in the, inside the passenger compartment of the car?
No, it had to fall out of his pocket.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, or he might have been doing something and he left it in the pocket and he go, I'll leave it there, I'll use that now in a second, and then forgot about it.
And for those of you that are curious, it's a 12.
Hey, take it easy, Ro. Thanks for being in, and appreciate the shout out on Facebook. And again, always good to see you, and keep busy. But, and again, I have a dilemma now to do. I have like I think it's 4 binfuls of insulated wire, like stuff like this, and thicker wires and thinner wires, and I have to decide now: will I just cash them in as they are, or am I going to go to all the effort of removing?
Don't say it. Don't say it. You're going to hurt my soul if you say it, man. You're going to hurt my soul.
Am I going to strip them all? I'm going to strip them all. You know, that's my dilemma now: whether I cash them in as they are, or do I strip them? We'll have to wait and see what I do. If you see me on here someday and I'm just like this, and I'm surrounded by all these little copper balls, you realize I was stripping them. I may have started stripping some of them already. You know, but yeah, it's a dilemma. And again, no one on one of the videos there I was saying I was going to give the headphones if anyone wanted the headphones that I found that were working. No one has come forward saying they wanted headphones, so these are going to get scrapped out as well now. Because again, I didn't want to scrap them up because they were working, and but I said on the videos if anyone wanted them, just email me, and if they weren't too far away and the postage wasn't too dear, I would send them out to them. But no one emailed me, so they're getting scrapped out this week, I'm afraid. They have gold connectors on them. That's the only good things in them. So they're actual gold flash. So I'll get a bit of gold out of them. That little micron thin layer of gold that's on there that's worth half a cent.
A couple atoms. There's a couple of atoms there. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's worth half a cent. But again, it's not about just processing them on their own. See, a lot of people go, "Oh, there's no gold in that. Like, it's not worth doing." But it's not about. See, most people you don't process one item. You get it when you have a lot of it, and then you process it, and then it makes your asset worthwhile and it makes your time worthwhile. So don't cut off 10 of them ins and throw them into acid and expect to get a gram of gold out of it. You won't. You know. We have someone in the basement. Oh yeah, it's the one, the only, the hardest worker in the world at cleaning out his place at the moment. Ralph.
Hello.
Ralph.
Yes.
I see a lot of stuff still there.
Yes, I'm working on it. Yeah, this box is this box here is full of only adapters. And the pile of wire that came from it is behind it, just behind it there.
Yeah.
And
I have at the moment a dustbin full of them adapters.
Yeah.
And again, I'm deciding whether I'm going to break them down further or just cash them in as they are.
I'm taking all the pins off of them, the brass ones. I've only had 3 adapters where the pins were steel and magnetic, and right now I got a small pile here.
And you know, inside the adapters, you have like copper transformers in them.
Sometimes when they have like screws and they open up easily, I take them out because for just these to turn them in, I get more than for the adapters.
Yeah. Well, that's
and sometimes they are even easy to take apart. In this case, these are not. Where did I put? I had some other ones that were pretty easy. Basically, put a chisel on them, just whack them once, and then you can unroll the whole wire. I might do those, but yeah, I was surprised I had that many. I fill up a whole box. I didn't even realize that I had that many. And
it's funny how they can add up like that.
Yeah, and then I have I think 12 of those boxes full of circuit boards that I'm going to turn in.
Not bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I get scrap price, and they don't differentiate between circuit boards.
That's the worst of it. Like that's the reason I don't turn boards in. That's why I take everything off the boards.
Yeah, I take everything off as well, and then I turn in the boards.
Oh yeah, well that's the only thing. That's what I do. But I make sure everything's off the board because if they're only going to give me scrap price, they're not going to get my IC chips. They're not going to get my BGAs. They're not going to get that on it. You know.
Yeah, I got. Oh wait, here's where another adapter went. I was wondering. There we go. I got a little bucket full of those toroidal spool things.
And do you unspool them? I do.
Sometimes when they're easy, I just sit there and while I'm watching
when
something.
I'm watching TV, I'll do
because
that.
I like the circles that sometimes they're pretty nice, and I got a couple that are really nice, and I'll probably send them over to Everyday Solars for some crafting. I probably don't need them, but if they are like all,
you seen her table, didn't you? The last
yeah,
video
that was pretty good.
She had a lot of them copper bits and stuff in the table.
Yeah, she used some of the stuff that I sent over to her.
Yeah.
And I also get like stuff like these with all the tiny little spools. I'm not going to be bothering taking these apart, but I'm sure Everyday Solars likes to use these for all kinds of crafting things because they look kind of fun.
Yeah, they're a pain in the butt to take apart.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any time on these.
And if you bring them to the scrapyard, what will they class them as? Will they give you like the copper transformer price, or will they give you?
If it's copper and steel, then and copper and aluminium casing, they let's say they showed me last time. I think it was 50 or 60 cents a kilogram, something like that.
And what do you get them at, Shark?
Small electric motors, 41 cents a pound.
41 cents a pound. That's better than what I get. Because that would be 82 cents a kilogram. And going back to, no, that's about 70 euro cents a kilogram.
Hey, Ali Mac, welcome in.
Somewhat similar.
Yeah, well, I see.
Hey, Ali.
Scrap prices are better in America. I noticed when you're doing them a lot of time, except for copper. I think we were getting a better price over here for copper than they were in America there for a while. I'm not sure what it is now. I must check it again. I might check it tomorrow now and see what price copper is here at the moment. Hey, Everyday Solars, good to see you. We were just talking about your table there a second ago.
Yeah, I'm collecting more little fiddly bits to send over to you, Solars. So stuff like this will be coming over to you when I get a box full.
So, did you notice that apparently Ian fell behind schedule on his table challenge? So he went and got one of his buddies sick.
Yeah,
so that they could delay
he made Guido sick.
He made Guido sick just so he could delay his table. Hey, the comment I left on his video was, I was shocked that he paid asking price for something. I said, surely you tried to trade some of your rare stickers for it. Who did I see coming in? John Ladd, welcome in. Good to see you. Nice to see you in, sir. Hope all is well. But so as I say, I have videos. I'm still putting my videos on 2 weeks apart, and at the moment now I have videos up there until April. I think. Oh no, May. I think I have videos up to do till May. So that's going to give me a good chance now to get working really hard on the shed to clear it out.
I'm actually making good progress, even though you can't really tell in this room.
And when are you going to the scrapyard, Ralph?
Probably tomorrow with all the circuit boards, which is about 12 or 14 of these boxes.
Oh, that'd be a nice load.
Yeah, just fill up my car, and after that I'm going to be separating my aluminium. And I'm going to be turning in like 80% of that. I just got a couple of small boxes of good pieces I want to keep.
Joe's over on the Facebook side. So, Joe, thanks for being in. I appreciate it. And have a safe night. And hopefully we'll see you again soon.
It's always fun when you take stuff into the scrapyard and then they give you money.
Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, I got, what was it? 67 money.
67 monies.
Yesterday. Yeah, I just say money because if you say euro, what's that in dollars? Yeah, it's basically the same.
I got 67 monies.
Yeah.
So I had to make another major acquisition.
What you buy?
Headband got too floppy.
Oh, for your GoPro.
Yeah. So we got a new headband.
Look at that. The new headband. How much was the new
headband? Make one out of wire and then use pliers to like twist it tighter so it stays on there.
Raphael, what about if we stop the blood going to his brain? He could die.
Well, if it's up here, it shouldn't be that bad. You don't want to put it here.
Oh man.
And how did you get all loose? Is your head getting bigger or something, Shark?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's my head's swelling. No, it's just over.
See what Solar's put in.
Nobody likes it floppy. Yeah.
Over time when you sweat and you keep moving it on and taking it on and off and stuff, eventually it just
Yeah, the rubber starts wearing.
Yeah. After Solar's comment, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just.
Is your holidays over, Ralph, or have you another week?
No, I have two more weeks to go.
Oh, you have 2 more weeks to go. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm somewhat confident that I can get most of the stuff that I want to have done. I can actually get that done.
And is that all your holidays over for the year then?
Probably.
Oh, I couldn't take them all in one go. I like to split the year up a bit.
I don't know.
Take 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I usually try and take 2 weeks, maybe in April or May, and then I take 2 weeks in August, and I'll probably take 2 weeks in October, something like that.
But by the time it's the summer, I will have built up more times to take at least another week off, probably.
Hey, Bruce, welcome in. Bruce Napier.
What do you get? What do you normally get in a year, Ralph?
I forgot.
Okay. And
I don't know. But last year I took very little off, so I had some left, and then there's this year. So
yeah,
I don't know. We will see.
I don't understand. We usually get 20 days. You usually get a day and a half for every month you work, and that works out around 20 days. And because of COVID for the last 2 years, I didn't use up all my holidays. I carry them over.
Yeah.
So I have 32 days to take this year. So it means then hopefully once things reopened up a bit, I'll be able to use them for stuff rather than have wasted them sitting at home during COVID.
Yeah, and I took 20 days, so
yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah,
I should have at least 10 for somewhere during the summer. If I need to, I usually don't take off for anything other than stuff like this. I work during Christmas. Because I hate it. I don't mind.
Later, Miller, thanks for being in again. Appreciate it. And you're always welcome anytime you want. We're usually live on a Sunday at the same time every Sunday. So you're more than welcome to join in anytime you want.
I'm on top.
Let's see. Abeleski, is it? I can never pronounce this person's name.
Abeleski.
Welcome in.
Abeleski, yeah.
And Bruce Napier was in, and Ali Mack is there. Was there someone else come in? Did I see? No, I think that was it. So welcome in. I said hi to Crypto earlier. She was in, and Pooh's mate was in at the very beginning, and Knows Bro, and everyone else, and Everyday Solars, and that's it. Yeah, so that's all. I was watching the football today because Liverpool were in the final and they won the cup. So hey, Liverpool!
I always imagine a pool of liver.
So I was watching the football today. That's what my day was involved. Well, involved watching getting ready to watch the football. So doing a bit of housework and tidying up. And then it involved getting some takeaway food. And then it involved sitting down watching the game. And then the game went to extra time because it was 0-0 at full time. So it went to extra time and then it went to penalties. So it finished just about 10 minutes before this went live.
Oh, okay. So you were showing this earlier. I found one as well.
Yeah, look at that.
I found one as well. It's basically exactly the same.
It is basically exactly the same, but just yours is better because your large, long little bit there is actually gold plated as well.
Oh yeah.
Where mine wasn't. Mine was just brass.
Okay.
I'm glad that Ralph's large little bit is
large long bit.
Like, how can you have that? What's that called when you put two words together which can't be the CO? You say large little one.
Oxymoron.
An oxymoron. Yeah, that's all.
It's like saying the sober Irishman.
Yeah, it's an impossibility.
Military intelligence.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, so there's my one, but as you can see, mine does not have gold there. It's just brass, and then the gold pins are gold, all right, but they're just
okay.
brass.
Right.
So yours are better.
I'm
Well,
gonna put this in with the little box of gold stuff that I'll send you.
Oh, very good.
I'm going to record the live stream.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you can record us being live and recording. That's it. Yeah.
I need something like that for dumpster diving.
You do. That's what you need. But you need that when you're going to work as well. You need that when you're doing your repair jobs, because you could be doing some people out to repair stuff as well.
Nah.
Well, you can buy the headband off of my Amazon store, Ralph.
Ah, okay. Does it have a shark on it?
Does it have a what?
Does it have a shark on it?
No shark.
Yeah, put like a shark
How
on the
do you find
sides.
the Amazon? If people buy anything, do you get much out of them? No.
I've only recently started it, and I don't push it real hard. So I've had some folks that are getting stuff off of it. So that's cool.
Hey, Raphael.
Mostly it was people were. Oh, hey, Raphael.
Hello,
I wasn't looking up at the time, man. Sorry.
Yeah,
mostly it was people asking me, hey, where did you find that tool, and how did you, where can I get whatever tool? And so what I started, when I find the tools on Amazon, I put them in my Amazon store, and then if people go follow the link to my Amazon store, there's all the tools that I'm using, just to make it easy for them to find them.
Your sponsored links, or what you call it, affiliate links.
Affiliate links, yeah.
Yes.
So, Raphael, how were things with you today after your long stream? I came in late to your one last night. I was out having a few drinks, maybe. So I wasn't going to come up live because I could have said anything, because I had a good bit of drink on me. So I said I better not come up live because I could end up saying anything.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
I do that without.
Oh.
And then I
do that without alcohol.
Then I said, right, I'll come off my phone and I'll put it on the TV and I'll watch it on the TV. And then I fell asleep in front of the TV and woke up about 3 hours later, and it was all over.
Oh,
Yeah, could be. I don't know. That was 6 hours, I guess.
Yeah, because I think I came in
something
around
like that, yeah.
1. I came in around 1 a.m. my time, or maybe 2 a.m. I forget what time I came onto your show. I think it was 1 a.m. or after. Might have been nearly 2 a.m. And I said, no, I'm not going to go in. I'm just going to say hi, and I'm going to just lurk in the background. And I just
Yeah, king.
Oh, well, sometimes it's the better way, I do that quite often as well.
Hey, it's hard enough for people to understand me sometimes with my Irish accent, but when I'm drunk, it could be very hard to understand what I was saying. They'd be
So you're saying you had a few too many pints?
I had a few too many, definitely.
Oh, well, you didn't look bad today, so that wasn't as many as possible.
I believe it or not, I still have a bit of a headache. That's why I have a Boost energy drink I'm going to drink now in a minute again.
I think we have a box that's full of insulated wire.
And I may have ate about 12 Panadols today during the day.
Okay.
12 what?
12 Panadol.
Panadols, ibuprofen thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had chicken, and I still have some left.
Lucky you.
Because it's Sunday.
I think the
You
chicken
usually
is better
get, like,
for the hangover
burger
than
and
the
chicken.
Tylenol.
For the dinner tonight, I got leftover from yesterday. That was some leftover tater cakes. Was good.
Tater
Was awesome.
cakes.
Yeah. Drunk speech is an international language.
True.
But everyone
Correct.
else has to be drunk to understand it.
It's raining and the sun is shining.
Oh, you should have a rainbow, so.
That's mean
We call that carnival in hell. We call that.
We call that a sun shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the people who said the drunk language is international one, it's got to be balanced on both sides. Got to be leveled up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you have to both be at the same level of drunkenness. Because if you ever go out to a pub and you say your friends are out a couple of hours before you, as soon as you go in, you have to judge how many drinks behind you are to catch to their level of talk. So you're here like, okay, I can't understand what he's saying. Give me 2 pints. Talk again. No, still can't understand. 2 more. Oh yeah, I'm catching up now. I'm beginning to understand a bit. Give me 2 more.
Yes, Melody. Yeah, exactly.
I also found that I when I was traveling overseas, I became bilingual the more I had to drink. I could actually understand and speak whatever language I happened to be around when I the more I had to drink.
Yeah, but I noticed it when I be drunk, and if I was speaking to someone who wasn't from Ireland, would say they were Polish or they were Lithuanian or whatever, and they might be able to speak perfect English, but because I was drunk, I was thinking they might, and I'd be here. Say I was just saying something like, "How did your day go?" I go, "Well, how did your day go?"
Sometimes there's weird feeling when you think if you speak to not English speaker slower, they will understand you.
Yeah. For some reason,
it doesn't make any sense, right?
For some reason, when I'm drunk, I think I need to speak slower, and I'd be here. So what did, and people just go, "What's wrong with him?"
I always go like, "There's television everywhere, so you should be able to speak English."
Actually, in Poland, there is no subtitles on the TV, and everything is with the lector, so that sucks, in my opinion.
This is what happens when it rains around here.
See what bro wrote down?
Hold on a second now.
You speak louder and speak more slowly. Yeah.
Oh, the dog is fast asleep. Look at that.
Yep. She gets underneath my chair and lays down and she pretends to be sleeping, but yeah, it's when it rains, she gets right underneath of us.
Oh, I'm glad Mom's dog is finally okay again. There was
what was up with your mother's dog?
Is the little white one that's in some of my videos.
Yeah, the little fluffy York.
Little fluffy ball. At some point, she was being all quiet and she wasn't eating and she wasn't pooping, so nothing got in and nothing came out. And we were all like, "Oh, maybe she is like clogged." So we went to the vet and they gave her some laxative, and then they said, "Oh, it should be good." A couple of days later, still no change. And as soon as we tried to pick her up, it was like weep weep. Was all like she was in pain. Yeah, because it was all completely filled up. And then we had like a picture taken, and they saw that it was crammed full in there. They said, "Oh, we're gonna give her some stronger laxatives." There's a tiny little spot near the back somewhere. It looks kind of sketchy. We don't really know what it is, but you should get a advanced scan made, but that's quite expensive. So my mom was like, "Well, it's expensive. Let's just give it a bit," and then gave her more laxative. And then at some point, stuff came out, and she ate a little bit more. And Mom was like, "Oh, I don't trust this at all." And we're gonna have another the advanced scan made. And it's actually a good thing that they did, because after they made that scan, we're gonna have to operate immediately. And the thing they pulled out of her stomach was actually a wooden toothpick.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
she ate that while she was on outside near an apartment building where people chucked food over the balcony, probably. So it actually made a couple of puncture holes because it was in her intestines, and it ended up back in her stomach. But the little puncture holes, they will heal, and now that the thing is out, she's in slightly better condition. She's eating again, and the tail starts wagging again when I enter the room, instead of just the head going like,
Hey, Parky.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Irish, Jackie, Ralph, and Raphael.
Hello, Parky.
Parky. This is actually quite young dog, so
yeah, she's only 2 years old, 2 in a couple of weeks. Or a couple of months now. She was from, I think, November. But that not only helped the dog, but my mom a lot, because she was all stressed out.
Yeah,
of course, that's her companion, right? So.
Pets become part of the family, no matter. I just see that, like, I see my parents, their dog died there, I think it was a couple of months ago now, but like that, he was 15, 16 years with the family, so it was like part of the family dying, so it was for them, because there was no one else living in the house with him. It was just my parents and the dog then, because everyone else were all grown up and do our own thing. So that was like their little baby that had died. You know.
Yeah, true. You know, I cry after my rabbits like a baby. Hold on, I got that little bugger for over 10 years. So
Mm.
Well, so what did you eat it for?
Oh,
you know what, Sharky?
Means you won't be having raisins again anymore.
We are at Scrapping Iris. So I gonna hold my mouth. You know.
Booth mate, you didn't miss much. You just missed us talking about. Let's see, what did we talk about? We talked about Ralph's dog and Raphael's rabbit.
Wabbit.
Rabbit. And me being very drunk, and I couldn't come up on Raphael's show last night because I was too incoherent to speak.
Raphael, you should never.
Well, you're not exactly
name the ones
coherent
that
at the
you
best
plan
of
to eat,
times.
man.
Oh, very good, Park Nest.
I should never what? Never name what?
Never
Worse when you're
name-
sober.
Never name the animals that you plan to eat, man.
I never planned to eat that rabbit. Come on. From the whole beginning, there was no plan to eating them.
But my sister
One day
is-
you decide you fancy some rabbit stew.
well, my mom said if I die and the dog is still alive, the dog is going to your brother. I said, well, why? You're going to eat it.
She knows you well.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't have any pets. It's not that I'm going to eat them. It's just I probably forget that I have a pet, and the poor bugger will be out in the shed, and I'd forget I have him because I'd get distracted too easy. And just next day I go out and there would be a skeleton in the shed.
Yeah.
So,
I
that's
went
why
to the
I
fair.
don't-
I went
But
to
with
the
all
fair.
acid you got in
and-
there.
Oh, I went to the fair and I just for fun I went to the fortune teller, but I came out all depressed because she said in like 13 years from now I would suffer great heartache. So to cheer myself up, I bought a puppy. Self-fulfilling
Oh.
prophecy.
My God. Hey, Granny, welcome in. Who else did I see? Did I see someone else coming there?
What do you mean, Solus? You lay down and watching my show. Did I act? Did I react on you like Ian Matthews on most of the
To be honest,
peeps? You just fall asleep.
I was just last night I was just aching. Just felt tired and aching. I've been working this thing all weekend. Still not ready for retest, so I'm turning it over to the mechanic.
I have my NCT tomorrow, which is like the MOT that you have. It's the
Yeah,
national car test.
yeah, it's the
I have
Irish
that-
MOT.
I have that tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I have to get up early in the morning again and clean out all the rubbish that I have in the car because again, all your cars, everything has to be clean inside. You can't have like half-eaten apples thrown around the place or
McDonald's wrappers.
a bag of crisps thrown there or a bottle of Coke or any of that carry on. All that. The dashboard
It's
has
not-
to be clean. You even have to take off the air fresheners. You can't have them dangling from the mirror. They all have to be
What?
removed.
It can't be as
Yeah,
bad
you
as
need-
German tough.
If you leave the air fresheners dangling from the mirror, they can give you a fail.
Really?
No, it
That's
sounds like the
crazy.
German tough.
That's
Because
new
one
for
of the
me.
things on German tough is dust caps. If your dust caps are missing, you can fail on that.
Yeah.
Or if your fuel cap hasn't got a strap to attach it.
Yeah.
if it's
Oh
just
no,
loose
there's-
fuel,
it's
stuff
very-
like that.
It's getting very strict. What they want to even bring in
Really
here
strict.
on it is if your car came with run flat tires, and when you go and change your tires and you put on regular tires, not run flats, you fail. So if your car comes with run flats, you have to put run flats on again. That's what they want to bring in, but I don't know whether they get it approved or not. But it's
I
very
hope
strict
not.
here, very strict. So I'll see tomorrow now what will they have to say.
Hey, hold on. Is it your car?
You have a
or
little
theirs?
you'll have a little
my own
laundry
car, my
list
own
of
car.
failures.
My own car.
Holy crap! That's crazy. I
Yeah,
dropped
do you
my
not have
car.
a national car test over there, no?
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Well, there's my laundry list of failures.
What did they fail you on?
It's only 5 things. I've sorted them all out, well, except for one.
Yeah. Now, I think there's one thing they're going to fail me on, and it'll just be a visual. So it means I can get it done, and I don't have to retest. I just show them it's done, and they'll pass it. But I think one of my tires may have tread a bit low on one side. The
But
rest of
hold
the
on,
tires are all new,
visual
but
doesn't
there was one that I didn't
count.
change, and I left it too late to change because when I went out to the garage to change them, he hadn't got the tire to match the rest of the tires up. So I said, look, I'll chance it, and if I fail it, I'll just get the tire another day and drive and show them it. You know, it'll just be a visual.
Strange
But
stuff.
I think that was the only thing that might fail me. Everything else, I think, is okay.
Last time I dropped my company car to the inspection, and they figure out somehow. Actually, I leave it to the workshop a little time before and make it like, MOT ready. They have kind of thingy like that.
Yeah.
So they does that, and at the self check turn out I'm missing one screw from the hook.
Oh yeah, the toe back
on my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. They didn't find out at the workshop, but still car goes through MOT, and the guy just pointed me out, listen up, you're missing one screw here, just fix it.
Yeah. But over here, they'll even fail you for having no water in the windscreen washer.
Oh yeah, same in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you need your screen wash.
You forgot to put screen wash into your car, they'll fail you.
Well, you need it. It's safe, isn't it? It helps keep your screen clean.
Yeah, but you need it. But why is it a fail? Why don't they just say, why don't they just get a bucket of water beside them and put some screen wash in?
Listen up, your screen wash is empty. Come on, fill it.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like, they're there, and it's all they need to do is just if you forgot to put screen wash in, they could come out to you and say, look, there's no screen wash in there. You just get a bottle of water, put some water in as you go. There we go. I have screen wash in.
Yeah, at least water, that will do.
Yeah,
So they had I don't know about Florida, but back when I was living up in Massachusetts, they had vehicle inspection, and the rule was that they had to fix it when they found what was wrong, but they could charge you pretty much anything they wanted to. So that wiper fluid that you're talking about, that would have been like a $10 fix or something like that.
It's only a couple of quid now, 5 litres.
They will charge you like double so much.
Oh yeah, because you were stuck, right?
True.
Yeah. There was one guy years ago now, it doesn't happen anymore because they got way stricter on stuff. But I was one guy, and he used to have a really crappy car, but it always passed the test. And I said to him, how is your car always passing the test? I said, there's newer cars and they're failing it. He said, I put a 50 £50 note or a €50 note in the cigarette tray. And he said, when the test comes out, the €50 note isn't there, but the disc is.
Yeah.
So the guy doing the test knew what the 50 quid was for.
I think that's why they stopped doing those tests in a lot of the states here in the U.S. because they knew that it was just becoming a black market kind of thing and not an accurate system.
Yeah, well, what they're doing over here in Ireland was some crowd was done an undercover investigation, and they got a guy hired into the company, and he had a hidden camera on him, and he caught a rake of them taking the money, and that put an end to it forever.
No, yeah, there was like this in my homeland as well, but not anymore. But long time ago, I did that a few times. You just go to the MOT with the paper of the car. The car was standing at home. Go there. That's it.
You didn't even bring the car in, just the paperwork.
Yeah, true.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I done that a few times, but that was long time ago. I don't think it's possible anymore.
50 squid for what? For passing the test.
Yeah.
50 squid was
50 squid.
Yeah, you pay for the MOT, and then let's say 50 quid extra for the guy who does that, and then you get the stample on the paper, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
And then there was the other extreme. I used to have an old 54 Maverick, and I took it in for a vehicle inspection, and Haley and the tailpipe the tailpipe was not connected to the muffler. There was about a 2-foot section that had rusted away between the engine and the muffler.
Wow.
that
And so
sound
I
That's
took it
that's
in,
kind of a gap.
yeah, so I took it in to get it inspected, and the mechanic is going through it, and he's like, "Well, I've got a problem." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "It just says that it has to have a muffler. It doesn't say that the tailpipe that the muffler has to be connected to the engine. And you have a muffler, so I have to pass you, but this just doesn't seem right."
Hey, welcome in, Lee. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Are you all sad because Liverpool won the cup and Everton are going to get relegated?
It is what it is.
Exactly. It is what it is.
I'm more happier I've got a laptop. Up to 3 days ago, it didn't have a laptop.
Why? What happened to the
Hey.
laptop?
Very good.
It decided to update, but didn't do a full update properly, and it
Oh, that
decided it
sucks.
wouldn't. Yeah, so what do they have to do? Go back to factory reset.
Yeah.
On it, and whatever. Lucky enough, I didn't lose any of my YouTube stuff. I had it backed up on hard drive and flash pens.
Well, that's good. That's why you should have backups.
Yeah.
See, Anfield, I did tell you how to deal with that, but you didn't listen back then. All what you got to do, go to the safe mode, find out the update folder where Windows gathering all those updates, clean it up, and let it catch the new updates. That's all
Well,
what you need to
the
do.
problem is sometimes because it's halfway updating your Windows stuff, and when that gets interrupted, when starting the PC, it doesn't know
Yeah.
which files it needs because they were halfway either being erased or new ones being put in, and so it says I can't boot Windows. So
Yeah, that's why
you-
you need to go and nuke that folder with the updates.
Exactly,
So the
but
Windows
the
will-
files that are in the folder that it uses for booting have been changed, and it doesn't know what to do with them because the whole update has not completed
Yeah.
yet. You can get rid of the update folder so that it has to download it again, but it can't get to Windows to download the updates again.
I just want to
Yeah.
say hi
All
to
I've
Rick,
done
who
is
came in from Rick,
Yeah.
who's come in from Facebook side, guys. So I
Hello,
just highlighted
Rick.
the message.
Gee,
Welcome in,
Mora.
Rick.
Welcome, Rick.
You're from
Rick.
New York, so welcome in. But
New York, New York.
do any see these little copper spools? Will you unspool them, or do you just put them in your copper pile?
What are
As they
those?
are?
I'm sorry,
No, they're
Ray,
little-
let me get my
Oh, your
magnifying
transparent
glass to look
ones.
at that again.
Yeah.
You've got a transparent one.
Shark, do you want to go down the basement?
He can
How-
keep his spider.
All right, let me
company.
see that again.
Present yourself so that we can see.
Make it big. Make yourself
Yeah.
big.
Hold on, I'm taking off the end. Sorry. Oh Lord, my God. I did be giving out to. So
There
them
we go.
little tiny little copper spools. Do you unspool them?
Oh yeah, that's a
You
translucent
need
one.
to invest. You need
The
to
ones
invest
with the
in
plastic?
microscope
No.
value.
No, this has got aluminium around them for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just messing. I'd probably unspool all them. That's how sad I am. I'll be watching TV and I'll just start unspooling them.
I'm worried about you.
I'm watching
I'm
YouTube.
really worried about you.
Well, you see,
Well, I was
I know
unraveling one
I
yesterday.
know deep down, even though ewaste Mike can't see me doing it, he can feel me doing it.
He'll probably.
Hey,
pop
Bill,
up here in a
welcome
minute.
in. Good to see you, Bill Clement. And who else? Do I see anyone else coming in? No.
You know, right now, Ewaste Mike sitting with his PS5 pod or PS4 pod and having a feeling, holy crap, I really want to throw that pod away.
He's wondering why has he got a feeling there's something going on, and then all he do is look at me peeling off these little bits of plastic.
in
the scrap. It's like a dagger to his heart when you micro scrap. Hey, Simple Man, how are you doing?
And Simple Man.
It'll be like that scene in Star Wars.
Hey, Simple Man's going to tell Ewaste Mike now I was micro scrapping, and that's me in trouble.
It was like a million little tiny copper wrappings were all of a sudden micro scrapped.
Screaming at once.
Screaming in turn was suddenly silenced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Simple Man, don't tell him we were doing micro scrapping, please.
That was when Alderaan got destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, poor little thing.
I saw,
Solar-
I don't remember the name of the channel, but there's this channel that does these sort of short stories from characters that you don't think about in Star Wars. And one of the ones they did was the guy that had to actually throw the last switch for the Death Star weapon to shoot.
Oh,
And you know, he's got that weird helmet that looks like a overbite kind of thing.
yeah.
And so it was a story about that soldier and what destroying the planet did to his psyche and what happened to him then later during the battle, and how he actually is the reason that Luke was able to destroy the Death Star, because he hesitated the next time he was supposed to use the weapon. It's funny the way some of these people put these stories together.
Yeah, that's called fan fiction, and some of those are actually pretty good, and you can interweave them into the main story pretty well.
You can possibly imagine.
Yeah, and it's really cool the way they take bits and pieces out of the movies and, you know, tie them together to tell the story. That's just some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for people like you and ewaste Mike Shark. You don't have the therapeutic feelings that you get from micro scrapping down little things like this that we get. You and ewaste Mike don't get them therapeutic feelings.
I get plenty of therapeutic feelings out of just banging the crap out of stuff. Don't worry about it.
That's the Ian Matthews therapeutic classes you were watching.
Yeah.
But let's give you satisfaction, you know. One day you throw the whole piece of the board to the board pile, and next day you depopulate it totally.
Yeah.
Right now,
Because-
I'm taking all the
just
plastic
because.
off of the brass pins.
Look at that. See that therapeutic micro scrapping that he's doing.
Yeah, I'm getting all this little plastic that are on there. Some of them even have only like a tiny little bit on there, but I take it off because this is the stuff I want to melt, and that goes here in the bucket full of my pins. Oh, I can't have.
Oh,
This is by now. Yeah, it's about 8 kilograms. Maybe
8 kilograms of brass pins. That's a lot of weight.
Yes. Yeah, pins and other small brass items that are.
And
in
what
there.
is brass selling at the moment per kg at?
I have no idea. I'm not selling this. This is for melting.
Ralph, you need to get two of those buckets so you can do
shorter presses.
Maybe.
The Terminator.
It's also very, very therapeutic to be able to spray roaches with roach spray, and I get to do that
very
more
cool
than
to
I
watch.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pouring salt on a snail.
Yeah.
Don't mention slugs or snails to Raphael. He's still upset about his tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Hey, Steve, welcome in.
Hi, Steve.
Where? Oh, hey, Steve. I saw a video pop up. I need to watch that.
I've done it.
I had this one.
Did you just put down good vid? And
No, I watched it. I watched
Steve.
the whole video.
And then he put down good vid.
Yeah.
No, it's usually 30 seconds after it's been uploaded,
No,
and the video's 30 minutes long.
He's mended his ways.
No, now he just keeps a timer. Oh, this has been uploaded 30 minutes ago. The video is 28 minutes long. Yes, now I can put my comment.
yeah. I can't
Poor
believe
old Lee. It was all E.
I can't
Matthews'
believe
fault
what
for
I had
calling
to
you
do
out.
with the laptop, though. I had to go to factory reset, so it's a whole new laptop.
Yeah,
well,
that's
good.
usually, and it's
Yeah,
quite
but like-
fast
but like-
then.
Oh, it is. It's quite fast now. I'm rendering a video and up on panel because there's hardly anything on it.
Yeah, because
Yeah, well,
all the
usually
crap
you're
isn't
free.
on there.
Keep it that way, Lee. Keep it that
Yeah.
way.
I'm going to. I'm not.
Use a different device for your porn.
Kevin, welcome in.
Hey, a man's got to have his priorities, man. He should use a different device for his YouTube videos.
Exactly. That's why I have a PC here. I have a PC there. I have a PC over there. I have a laptop here. I have my phone.
Copper.
Copper.
And then
Oh.
more copper.
Actually, speaking about PCs, I find out this little bugger, like today. Look, 6 port for the memories.
Hold on, should I make it
not the
bigger? Hold on, should I make it bigger?
Yep.
Hold on.
Not the
No.
newest machine, but still decent motherboard. Could be
Looks
used
like
for
it, yeah.
something.
That seems like a
And
good
even
system.
got-
What CPU is
No.
in there?
What's that?
What CPU is in there?
No, CPU is nothing too special, but for the storage or media center will be awesome. It is Intel Xeon.
Oh, Xeon. Oh, right. That's a server. Yeah.
No, Xeon, not Oxeon. Xeon.
Axiom.
Xeon. XOEN.
2.5 gigs.
Yeah, Xeon. That's a server thing.
Yeah, that's a server. I thought that was a
Yeah,
server.
but still,
CPU.
that could be replaced for.
Oh, you can
socket
probably.
is it?
Yeah, look at
What
that.
socket
That
is
could
it?
be replaced for i-series of something.
Yeah, i7. You can probably put
Seem like.
i7 in there. If you check out the specifications for the main board, see up to which CPU that it supports, then you can actually see if you can find one of those in the scrap, or buy one like I do, and make a decent system out of it.
Yeah, I think so.
I need to upgrade this one like somewhere in the next couple of months.
I like it because it got like 6 ports for the memories and 2, 4, 6 SATA ports for the
Oh,
drive.
that's good. The one I have in here has 12 SATA ports, but that's because I put 2 cards in that each have 4 connections.
No, yeah. I think I have 1 or 2 discards, but yeah. I don't know if
So-
they are functioning.
If you
say to
put
remove.
too much RAM into a motherboard, does it make time go backwards?
Nope. But
Not
it's going to
really,
help
no.
you build or turn that PC to flux capacitor instead of PC.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're on your way to your first. You're on your way to your first flux capacitor.
Yes, and if you have it powered on for too long, then there might be like a weird void opening somewhere in your room, an interdimensional rift to a parallel dimension.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah.
I need
As
to
long
think
as
about
fog doesn't
the
start
different
pouring out.
PC for my cave, because actually this one it is some software problems. It gets stuck after, I don't know, first 5 minutes when I started, and after that it worked fine. But today it gets stuck like twice. So that's the reason for thinking after the new one. Or
All right.
I've
But
been
you remember a while back you got a new case and everything for your PC. Do you remember you done a video where you bought, it was like nearly a motorbike, the case was that big.
yeah,
And have you built something in that?
yeah, it's working. It's finished.
All right, so
I
why are
put
you
the
going
video out, I
changing-
guess.
Why are you going changing again? Or is it for a different
Because
PC?
it's standing at home.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it there.
Nah, I just bought it for home.
Oh, okay.
I have a
So the
question
oth-
for everyday solars, actually. I have quite a lot of these rings from toroidal transformers or spools, whatever, and most of them are actually in basically flawless condition. Would you like those, or
And
do
in
you have
different
enough?
colours.
Yeah, do you have them enough of them yourself? I have one full bucket and one half full, all kinds of different sizes. Just if you have enough yourself, then I'll just toss them in with my shred, and otherwise I'll send a couple over next time.
Well, there's the first one of them little ballings done. I've only another 1,200 of them to do.
You can, actually, Irish, you can make a tiny Copperman out of them,
Hey, I have a little.
or
I have a
army
little-
of Coppermans.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Okay.
I have a little copper man here, but he's got a little wig on him. See the way his wig comes off?
Oh yeah,
That look like wig.
That looks like a Donald Trump haircut.
yeah.
It does.
Hey, it's Donald.
It's got more hair than me.
It's got more hair than me too. But yeah, so that book, for some reason, he got a wig on himself. I don't know how that happened.
I could do with the wig.
You know, that's my little copper ball that I was working on as well. So whenever I'm here and I'm just doing little copper balls, and initially I noticed, I said, "Oh, this book's got a wig."
Actually, that reminded me of Raphael. That little wig.
Whoa!
Okay.
Are you saying that Raphael has copper colored hair?
Well, look at
Kind
it.
of.
Yeah, it's like it's
Similar.
wavy and it wraps down around his forehead and everything, just like your little copper ball there.
But my wig didn't flap like Irish
It
ones.
doesn't. His one
Well,
doesn't
okay,
go,
yeah.
doesn't flap up and down like this Buckings does.
All right, I'll keep one of each color at least.
There you go.
If there's a couple of nice ones, I think I have seen pink ones at some point, but I don't remember if I probably didn't keep those back then.
I've never seen a pink one.
I got one green.
No,
I've
yeah,
seen yellow.
I've
I've
green,
seen pink.
blue.
I've seen yellow, blue. What other? Just the what other color was there? I've seen a lot of, but I've never seen a pink one.
I got black ones, white ones.
Black ones, yeah. I've seen black, white, yellow, blue.
Oh,
Yellow
I
ones.
broke one.
But
Yeah,
sometimes a little sliver just breaks off, and that's kind of annoying. So
That's ruined it.
yeah, it ruined it. But they are nice sometimes. And I got light green, dark green. These dark green ones are pretty nice and
No, I haven't seen the dark green now. I've seen the light green, but never the dark
nice
green.
and smooth. I got a couple of black ones. Let's see, I got a couple that don't have the layer of lacquer on them, but they're just the ferrite.
There's a little comment there by Watch Call for you everyday solders. For you, Ralph.
Ralph, did you see my message saying something is headed your way tomorrow? Yes, I saw, but I wanted to react to that, but the other people were talking, and I've heard you say that in your video as well, which I also didn't comment on. I think. No, wait. I said it's nice to see that you used some of my stuff. That wow, this one's huge.
Yeah, her table turned out well, but of course,
Yeah.
Steve Matthews has ruined it for everyone by delaying his table and pretending that his friend is sick. Then just to make it sound like isn't him.
He probably begged Guido to say that he was sick, so that they could delay the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful now. We've mentioned him twice.
I'm gonna go and fill up Gil Skill's face with some coffee, and you talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, if we mention his
Maybe
name a
it's
third
warm,
time, he may
he'll
appear, but
get
I
burned.
don't think he will, because I'd say he's trying to make his table at this moment in time.
Yeah, maybe.
So the other thing that I've been doing, I learned this lesson last year. I'm trying very hard to keep up with backing up my videos and all of my raw data from my files. Just so that because the YouTube video material, especially the raw videos, they just take up a bunch of space.
Indeed,
Well, why
they
didn't
do.
You got tons of the hard drives.
Yeah, but when you have your video finished, right, and you upload it to YouTube, do you still keep a copy of it again, yeah?
Yeah, on this.
I never do.
I keep a
Yeah,
copy
I
of the
do.
edited one, and I keep a copy of the
I
raw
don't, because
footage.
it's up on YouTube, and right, I may lose my YouTube account. If I lose my YouTube account, I have no plans of ever doing that amount of videos again, starting over. If my YouTube account went, that's the end of me and YouTube. I have no plans of going through it all again, uploading every one of the videos again.
Okay, I got
Well,
tiny
I'm
little
sure
things
put a lot on
for Sharky.
this terabyte hard
listen up.
drive.
Every time when you got like
I've got
external
one
hard
myself.
drive,
Hold
I
on,
need to
Raphael
get
is
put in the
talking.
cradle.
Raphael was talking,
Can I?
everyone.
thank you very much for attention. Little tips for Sharky. Listen up. You got like external hard drive. Get rid of the casing of that, and then you're gonna end up with the tiny circuitry looking like that.
Oh, hold on.
You got your USB and power. Keep your power supply and USB, and you can use whatever hard drive with the SATA connection you just fish out from your scrapped PC. In
Yeah,
that case, you will save on buying another external hard drive.
Or you could buy one of those docks that you can vertically slot a hard drive in, which costs like $19 or so, and it will be in there quite stable.
What, a
and
NAS?
you could. No, not a NAS. It's a vertical. It's like a tray where you kind of like an iPhone holder or an iPod holder, like in the olden days.
Oh, I know what you mean, Ralph. Yeah.
You slot in an internal hard drive in there, and then it's connected through USB, and then you can just read whatever's on there or copy stuff on the drive, and you don't even have to bother with external casings or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen one of them.
Ralph, now, yeah.
Then you just get your Sharpies and mark it YouTube R. Yeah. And that's it.
01.
And I stopped doing that last year because I was tired of putting them in and out of my dock. When this one I just plug in and download it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's whatever way.
Yeah, if you have only one or two, okay. But if you have like 50, like I do.
Yeah. Lee, what were you going saying? You were going saying something there as well when I stopped you.
I can't remember.
Good. Oh.
No, I know what it was now.
Damn.
I've just tried using my software for me editing. I'm not signed into OneDrive. Do I need to sign into OneDrive?
OneDrive sucks.
Yeah.
That depends on what type of software that you use.
I'm using.
I don't use OneDrive at all.
Neither do I.
Never have, never will.
No, me neither.
I used to. It's just saying.
I try not to store stuff on cloud if I can help it.
Yeah, it's saying as I uploaded it, I clicked on it to try and see if it was there, and it wasn't there.
So then you probably haven't used it. You probably saved everything on your local hard drive.
Yeah, it looks like I have then.
Bruce was asking Shark what his t-shirt says, so I made him bigger so we can see. So it says Sharks will.
All right, so it's the small letters are what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Sharks will kill you.
I'm going to drop down anyway because I want to go and try and sort this because I can't edit anything.
That's no problem. Lee, try not to cry too hard tonight because Liverpool won the cup and Everton are just a rubbish team. So try not to have too many cries tonight.
If it's sort of a little issue I've got, I may come back up if you
just try not to cry too much tonight, okay?
I will do.
Okay.
All right, see you later, Lee.
See you later.
Hey, Polar, welcome in.
Yes.
As I always say, Polar, I think Polar was my first subscriber ever. So Polar, hey, you're still the first subscriber. That's something
Raphael,
actually from Polar.
What the reason I went with the external is because I do have a dock, and I was using just 1 terabyte hard drives that I was taking out of computers, but I was stacking up so many of them because I was backing up so much stuff that I just decided, you know what, memory is so cheap anymore these days. Just buy 1 drive and put it all there.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you lose like 1 terabyte of data, you lose plenty videos. If you my way to store it, I use 250 gigs in most cases. So that's basically small one. That's about 10 videos to 15 videos. If I lose 1 drive, only 10 videos is gone. If I lose 1 terabyte, that's gonna be like 100 videos, right?
I was thinking of buying 4 16 terabyte drives.
Whoa. Of course, that's a lot to lose in one go. 16 terabyte.
But that will be
by
in
4
a
identical drives.
Yeah, in a RAID setup.
If one drive goes down, you're not going to lose everything.
Yeah.
Replace that one drive. And if it's hot swappable, you just pull
it's
it
a
out.
RAID 5 setup, I think.
No, that will be RAID 0, right? Then you got like 4 drive, and actually you got only half size to use.
No.
Everything is saved on 2 devs.
RAID 0 is combining the space of 2 drives and turning it into 1 drive. RAID 1 is basically having 2 of the same drives, but only the storage capacity of 1 because it writes to both drives, and if one dies, you can replace it.
Yeah, you got.
So you got 2 copies. And then there's RAID 5, which does a combination. I think it has one drive that is like for error correction, and then it just divides everything over the other 3 drives or something like that. And as soon as one of the drives fails, it can just get anything from all the other drives. It's a safer setup. It's quite expensive, but it's a very safe setup.
Depends how big your hard drive, your individual hard drives are.
Well, if you get 4 of 4, then they're not that expensive. I think a 4 terabyte just reached the €100 mark, or is even below that right now. Usually, when a hard drive reaches like the €100 mark, they're interesting enough for me to buy again. But I only buy new hard drives if I can at least quadruple the storage capacity. So I'm not going to buy if I have a 1 terabyte and then replace it by a 2 terabyte and then the next time by a 4 terabyte. I go from 1 to 4 and from 4 to either 16 or whatever. Yeah.
Hard drives.
Of course, I suspect what's really going to happen is that all of these video files, it'll be just like the zip disks that I have and the floppy disks and the CDs and
I have them over there.
That are all on my bookshelf collecting dust because I've never gone back and used one of them for anything.
The old zip drive, jeez, you remember that?
Oh yeah, I think I still got a few of them.
Hey,
I actually found the adapter.
Right.
Raphael, I'm going to ask you a question here now.
Yeah.
See these little circle, well, you can't really see them, but underneath them gold little dots, there is silver.
Are those
little
UFOs?
dots. And I've tested them, they are silver, but they're very, very tiny.
Yeah.
What way would you recommend getting the silver out of them?
That will be difficult, but first I will incinerate them because they are stuck with some plasticky tape and all those mounting clips and all that stuff. So incineration, and later on try to get away most of the magnetics, what will be top.
Okay.
And probably you will be left with the brassy and silver contact at the last leg. I guess that's my guess. I don't know technically, but that's my guess how it will be.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what way to deal with them. That's all.
I started with the cassette tape storage, and then I upgraded to floppy disks. I think these are 128 kilobytes of storage, but you need both sides for it. So each side is like
your head.
I think the more than that, Ralph, there'll be 360k, well, 5.25 inch floppies.
Yeah, so the double density, the double density ones. The standard density ones are and then of course came these
3.5 inch.
Yeah, 3.5 inch, and there was also a double density and a high density version, and the highest density was
720
1.4
1.44 meg.
Yeah. And then there was this thing, the
zip drive, iMega zip drive,
100 megabytes.
Yeah. Holy crap, that was huge, right?
That was huge. You'd never fill that up. And I think shortly after that, I went to burning CDs, which were 650 megabytes, and then of course came DVDs. And I think somewhere in 2006 or 2007, I burned my last DVD or CD, and then I just started storing everything on hard drives. And the amount of time and effort I spent into compressing files and to sorting stuff. I don't need this file, save another 2K. Don't need that file, save another 3K.
Yeah.
And making sure it's stored on floppies and stuff. And I'm looking at what the hell was I doing, because I have like boxes and boxes full of these floppies, and I even have a box that's full of these ones still. I'm like, when am I ever going to look through those again? What could be on them that is interesting to me now? On the other hand, a USB floppy drive can actually... Oh, yeah, those things, yeah.
Yeah.
Tenberg.
Those buggers, look at this.
That's a tape drive.
That one's in rough shape, too.
That's the old...
Yeah.
The SCSI.
I see gold pins.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
No,
hey,
it's not
jumper.
even IDE.
I see
No,
three
those are-
jumpers in here.
Yeah, and I see the jumpers as well.
Is it? What's it called? Scuzzy.
Scuzzy, yeah. That's the Scuzzy 3. The Scuzzy, first Scuzzy was basically like IDE, it was only wider. That was the first Scuzzy. I had a CD
Little tape
writer
drive
that
bit
was...
looks of it. Go, let's see what's on back of there.
Oh, let's have a look at the gold pin.
Oh, that's IDE.
Floppy connection is that
No,
is, I think.
No, it's a
That's tapey.
Molex. It's
That's
a
tapey.
Molex connector.
The power, yeah.
That's tape
Yeah.
drive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tape drive. Yeah, I've never used tape drives in PC. I did use the tapes for the Commodore 64. Those are regular audio tapes,
That
basically.
looks like shred to me.
Yes, shred.
Shred. See, the good
Actually,
thing
they
about-
take it as breakage. Where I turned a couple of floppy drives in and CD drives in that I took the circuit boards out first, and they took it as breakage, and then I'm gonna turn in the circuit boards for more. So they didn't know the circuit boards were not in there. Everyone went all quiet. That?
So when I was doing my thesis, I had a number of oceanographic instruments that had been underwater for about a month and a half collecting data. I think I spent about the same amount of time downloading all of the data off of the instruments into floppy disk, compressing the data down to make sure that I would have it, then making a gold copy of that was stored away someplace, and then having the working files that I was using to analyze the data. And those gold files were just like, God help me if I ever lost those.
Yeah.
The things you used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
and as Ralph said, what is on them stuff now? You couldn't even remember what you'd done on them.
Well, even if I can remember, like, how useful is that to me now in what sort of way?
Yeah.
If
and
I
you're
need
so worried
anything,
about
I just go to the internet, find the same stuff, and you click download, and within 1 second, it's on my PC.
Yeah. I went back and reread my thesis, and I was amazed that I was ever that smart.
Yeah.
I heard a bleep. Who are we in the basement? Ah,
It's
we
not me.
have the first person to complete their table.
Everyday Solars, I was
Everyday
about to say.
scholars.
Oh,
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Joe.
Not like Neil
Yeah.
Matthews holding the whole show
Hello,
up because he didn't do his
Influencer.
table.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's your
exactly.
opinion on this, Everyday Solars? This delay in the table gig here.
I know. What did he do? I wonder. How did he make him ill?
Yeah,
I sent him a postcard full of anthrax.
I wouldn't go that far now. I don't think
Is he
the table
getting
challenge is
involved
that
in
important.
a single mole somewhere?
I'm just going to
I-
pop
I,
out the chat.
I don't know how Matthews gets away with it. Like he sets the challenge and then he delays the challenge.
he knows his way.
He's not.
It's
so-
all a
He's one of
ruse.
the kind. So come on.
So next week we should see the end of everyone's table challenge. Has anyone else put their tables up yet? I haven't noticed anyone else's table challenge going up yet.
I haven't seen any.
Hmm.
I haven't seen any.
No. Only your one. Yours is the only table one I've seen so far. Because I don't even know who was taking part. I know Huey was taking part, and yourself and Ian and Greedo and who else?
Brutus, I
Vince.
think.
Yeah.
I think.
And Vince, yeah.
Yeah, Vince. Yeah.
What about Simple Man?
Oh yeah, was Simple Man doing the table challenge? I wonder.
I think
I
so.
don't
I
know.
spot something somewhere.
Hey, Edward Thomas,
Hello.
welcome in. Good to see you.
Hello, Edward.
Hope all is well. Did I say hi to Alexander Smith? I forget if I did or didn't. In case I didn't, Alexander, sorry if I didn't say hi to you. I do apologize if I did miss you out. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Did I say hi or not? Yeah. So that's so the all the little bits of copper and stuff in the table came out really, really well, Solars.
Yes,
I know.
looked very nice.
I'm very happy
Yeah.
with it, I have to say. And I've had
Yeah.
lots of people wanting it. And I've said, no,
Make an
it's
auction.
mine.
Get
I had the
some
same with my fish.
Off the highest bidder.
Yeah, but yours was fantastic. Now, what we've decided to do actually is that when my mum's had her building work done, she's going to have a memorial yurt put in the garden for my sister. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to use my table to put in there with my sister's favourite glass on it.
That's good.
Ah,
That's what we'll
nice.
do. So yeah,
There you go.
I had to keep saying
That's
no,
good
no one
news.
else can have it. Yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah, but what you have to do now is make more of them and sell them and make your first
Is-
million.
Is that resin like rain proof? Does it like fade or degrade over time if it rains a lot on that stuff?
I don't think so. It's pretty
Or
hard.
do you need to put like a
I'm
clear
not
lacquer
sure.
layer of something over it?
I'm no, because people use it in flooring. It is really, really hardy. But the only thing I'm not sure is direct sunlight and heat over time.
Yeah,
I'm
Well,
not
there is a
sure.
version.
Yeah.
I've seen them. They do sell a version which are UV resistant. So maybe it depends which one you have. Some of them need to have if you're going to have them outside, they recommend using the UV resistant.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah, actually, UV is quite destructible for all the plastics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for many things actually.
True.
I've never seen what it does to red cars. Turns them pink.
Turns them
Yes,
pink. Yeah.
my brother
Yeah,
used to drive a Golf that had a pink door, a red Golf with a pink door. Oh, and a pink roof.
Well,
That is why
if you wax a red car fairly regularly, you won't have that issue. But
Yeah.
if you don't wax, because most of the waxes now have UV protectors in them as well, so it helps to protect your paintwork a bit longer.
That's how they try to clean up a lot of debris in 80s, and each club got UV lights at most.
Yeah.
You go to
Yeah.
the club and UV light just hit on you from all over.
And you start to glow.
Also, when you see like a poster on like a wall that's all nicely brightly colored, after like a couple of years, all you see that's left is blue. All the other colors just fade.
Pooh's mate, I have not made that video yet. I'm looking at the pile of about 3,000 little pluggies, as Swatchko would say, Raphael,
Yikes.
and I'm thinking, do I need to get into that yet?
It's actually RJ 45. This is RJ 13, I think, because this has 6, and then there's RJ 11. RJ 11 has 4.
Yeah, well, I just
Yeah,
put
that's
them all into a big box. They're all in a big tub.
Yeah, you
And
don't need to
I
separate
definitely
those.
will
No.
do the video at some stage.
Now wait a minute, is that RJ or your J?
My
Whose
J.
J is it? Come on.
RJ.
RJ45
Yes.
and so on.
Electronic Scrapper, take it easy. Thanks for being in. Appreciate it.
No, he's saying he's back, isn't he?
Oh, he's back. Oh, sorry.
Back from beer run.
I thought I saw something there. What did I see? Great to see you on. What? No. Oh, yeah. Sorry, had to run. I just seen the run bit and I go, oh, yeah, he must be leaving.
Fair enough.
That'll teach me not to read the whole sentence.
Pay attention,
stop being
Irish. Pay
lazy.
attention.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on you in case you misbehave and I have to throw you down the basement, Raphael.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Behave.
Because you are quite the troublemaker sometimes.
Oh well,
Someone has to liven it up.
I cannot help it out. At some point.
Exactly.
Here's the biggest keyring I found during dumpster diving. Look at this. It's a huge thing.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's
but
very
there was
odd.
this on there. There was this on there.
Oh,
Would you like that,
What's-
Solers?
is that a heart? Is it?
It's a
Okay.
little golden heart cage.
a
I
heart?
think you can actually open the thing. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's soldered together. So
Oh,
if you
is
want
it?
put anything in there, you have to like fiddle it through. Maybe you can wrap some copper through it. I don't know. This is some stuff that I found. I have no idea what to do with all this stuff.
You know, when you
It's
first- When you first held that up, I thought there was handcuffs.
Oh,
no, it's
No,
it's
he
a
only had the
keyring.
fluffy ones.
There's
One
one of
first
those
thing I
keyring
thought
thingies.
when he
Right,
showed
Tim.
it and he said it's keyring, I having in my mind, no, that's not keyring, buddy. That's not keyring.
oh
That's the
no.
other ring.
Hey, Tim, welcome in, by the way. Tim is over on the Facebook side. So, how are you doing, Tim?
Give me!
Cheers, Steve.
What's
You
What's
see,
funny
this
is
is why
that
we
there's
have to
only
keep an
certain
eye
people
on
who are
you,
going to get
Raphael.
that joke.
It's all-
Oh well,
it's all-
that's the most fun of it.
Yeah, there's people now going, what are they on about?
I don't want to know.
Oh well.
They definitely don't want to know. Let's just say you can never get it out of your mind once you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
You know, I can add to that joke that little thingy. My keyring is much bigger.
Oh yes.
Oh God! Now we're gonna
Bigger?
start
Really?
measuring
enjoy
Poor
yourself in the
Ava.
basement. Have fun in the basement.
I mean, poor Eva. Look at that.
Hey, hold on. She doesn't complain, so.
I never get any complaints either because I'm single for so long.
All right.
Right, let's get off the
no.
dirty mind.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I can't take this anymore.
DJ Sharky.
So, any scrap room coming up, scholars? Have you got a rake of stuff to bring to the yard yet?
My TV just turned itself on. Get back in the dark.
Oh, that's where these went.
Not
I was
really.
wondering
I
where
haven't.
these went to.
Ah, there you go.
I need to sort my shed out.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
shed is just,
It's
terrible.
not.
So
It couldn't be as bad as Ian Matthews' shed. What he was on
Or
his
my
last
apartment.
video. Come on, Ian Matthews' shed on his last video looks pretty
I'd say
bad.
it's pretty shameful. But
I mean, so
I
there's,
see nothing.
you'd
yeah,
have your
I
shed
mean,
sorted out in a weekend.
well, that's true.
Hey,
I have a walkway at least.
that's okay, Edward. Never. Hope you're feeling better and everything's okay with you. You never need to apologize if you can't make anyone's lives. Don't feel you have to ever apologize for not coming.
It's not
Because
mandatory.
Life
it's not
happens.
mandatory, and I will. It's not like I'm going to go. Oh, you weren't here last week. You're not allowed in this week.
I was a little bit concerned that I may have been too rough on Ian, and then I decided, nah.
He's used to it.
Hold on. Nah. He'll be fine.
Too rough? How?
Well, you'll have to go back and take a look at the comment that I left.
Yeah,
for
you
him.
have to look at his comment he left on his video.
Okay. Will do.
Sometimes I just go scroll through the comments just to see what people are saying. Just to see if there's someone giving an out sassy comment.
Oh, I always do that. Some of the comments that people leave are hilarious.
Yeah, I agree.
Just to see what someone would say on someone else's video.
It's also some of the things that people feel they have the right to comment on in people's videos. I'm really lucky in my comment section, I think, because actually it's rare that I get, any comments that I'm a bit like, underhanded, but I read some other people's comments and I think, who need to be commenting on that? Why are you even bringing that into it?
I know, but sure, some people, I don't take any heed of it. If something comes up,
Some of the
I just go,
armchair
"Thanks for the watch time."
experts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My go-to comment back is just thanks for the watch time. That's all I say.
I got a comment once on one of my videos saying, "Oh, this is completely useless. There's no point to this whole video." It was nothing but negative, and I said, "Thank you for reviewing my video. Please review my other videos as well."
It's not even things like that. It's like, I don't know, a bit personal sometimes, and you think, come on.
I don't care.
You just
Well, you
didn't
know the
need to-
definition of an expert, don't you? Ex has been, and a spurt is just under pressure.
Edward Thomas said he hasn't started yet commenting on yours. Wait till Edward starts.
Oh, I know. Oh, I look forward to it.
You just need
Yeah.
to not take anything personal.
Oh, you
Hey,
can't.
Unless
Tim
it's a
is over-
compliment.
Tim is over now on the YouTube side. So
can't.
welcome over to YouTube, Tim.
Yeah, comments are quite deep subject.
You can't
Well, I mean,
do
it's good
YouTube
to
if
have a
you
thick
can't have a
skin.
thick skin. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
on YouTube
Exactly.
and you just expect to get some negative comments, and if you can't handle them when they come, no point being on YouTube. All I do is I take no heed of them. I just focus on the positive ones and forget about the negative ones. What's the point? Because
What was it again?
some people are going to be negative no matter what. So it's just the way their nature is that they're that sort of person. So that it doesn't matter. That you could do the best video or ever, and they're still going to find something negative to complain about on it.
You know, there was
Oh,
few
yeah.
times when I get like comments under my videos where, you know, I just seen the comment like first few lines. Oh, I look at it. Oh, holy crap, that's gonna be a long comment. You know, like someone really want to say something, and I open it up, like you just show all, and then you end up with the whole screen full
Oh,
of text.
wow.
And you're thinking, holy crap, holy, just for the self effort for someone to write all that down, you got to be reading that, right?
The only
If
thing
I have a
I,
long comment,
I think I'm going to do that to your comment. Just do a comment. Just write Eureka stuff and just be random stuff. And then when you get down to the bottom, oh, I made you read all that for no reason at all.
copy and paste some verse from
I just
somewhere.
copy and paste some novel page or something out of a book.
I usually
If I-
save really long comments because if it could apply to more people that I'm watching. Right now, I'm watching some playthroughs of that video game that I'm also playing, and sometimes I have similar comments on similar stuff, and I just have a block of text in a text file, and I just go copy paste.
That's just lazy, Ralph.
How are you getting on with your game?
Clever.
Have you
I'm slightly
played it all the way through?
dyslexic, so it takes me a long time to type like half a page.
That's fair
I'm about 10 hours in the game. I'm taking it really slow because during the day I'm spending a lot of time like sorting stuff, scrapping, going to scrapyard, hanging out here. And after this, I will probably play for another, I don't know, 2 hours and continue on. I don't want to go too fast through these games because when it's over, I'm always really sad because you're done.
Aw.
Yeah.
The game itself is actually the reward.
What game
It's
is
not
it?
the end; it's the journey. This is the Horizon game. The first one was Horizon Zero Dawn, which is by far the best game I've ever played in my life. Made by a Dutch company of all people, of all places, which I didn't even realize the first time I played it.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And the second one is graphically really, really good. And they just continued on the story. I have no idea where the story is going so far, but it all seems very intriguing, and you feel like you want to explore and ask questions, and you can find characters and talk to them. There's all kinds of speech options, and can ask them all kinds of questions. I just want to know everything. I think I put
That kind of
300
game will
hours.
take you in.
Yeah, I spent about 300 hours in the first game to complete it completely, to get all achievements and everything done and find all the secrets and stuff like that. And I'm guessing the second game is going to take me at least that. So,
Wow.
but
What I wouldn't
probably
do to
by
have 300 hours to just do anything I wanted to do.
well, it's
I mean, it sounds
over.
like a dream.
It's over a long period of time. It's not consecutively like 300 hours. It's like a couple of hours this day, then a day of
Okay.
nothing, a couple of hours that day, stuff like that.
So,
You know,
Ralph, how
in
come?
that case, I losing at the game because I used to begin to play this newest Far Cry, and I love that
Oh.
game. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
That was really
very
awesome
good.
game. But then I play for one day, like few hours, then next day like 1 hours, then it was like pause and so on. And I didn't play for like few weeks. And right now, when I log in into the game, and I have no idea what was going on. So it's
Yeah.
actually I need to start over to just find out.
Well, the good
myself
thing
in the
about
work.
this game is you have like your whole log, and where you can see what you've done and what you've
Yeah, but
discovered
if I
and
start
stuff
the
like
game and I want to play, I didn't want to spend like 2 hours to reading the log before I begin.
that.
to play
No,
the game.
it's not that difficult. Yeah.
So, Ralph, why don't you do a gaming channel?
I've been thinking about that. With all the stuff that I have to do now, including the full-time job,
No
I
time.
don't think I have the time to
But
do
if
that as
you're
well.
playing the
And
game, if you're
But if
playing
you
the
just-
game anyhow,
yeah.
can't you just stream it?
I was going to say,
I
yeah,
can
just-
stream,
Well,
yeah.
Just do
Well,
that.
I'm gonna have to figure out how that works.
I think as well there's different rules according to YouTube for the gaming channels.
Yeah, and there's
Is there
also
Yeah, there's
everyone
something.
and their grandmother is streaming this game at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna contribute much to that, and with my not very stable schedule for streaming, I might get taken in by it and not sleep at all, and probably lose my job. And if I'm really, really lucky, I might actually get somewhere and start making like less than half of minimum wage on YouTube, and then I'll probably sit here and rot away playing video games for the rest of my life, eating bread without anything on it and drinking only water. You know,
I mean, when
I
you
kind
put
of
it
like
like
my life.
that,
I kind of like my life the way it is now.
Well, you know, bro hasn't turned into a person just eating bread and playing his games.
No, but I know where when I started. I remember from my World of Warcraft days, and I didn't even stream that. I just played that online with my friends and chatted on the voice chat. That took up almost 16 hours a day, and the other 8 hours were work. And there was basically no sleep for the first couple of days in the week, and then I slept most of the weekend, so I got nothing done. And at some point when I started with the melting of metal and the making videos, that kind of got me away from the World of Warcraft, and now I haven't played for, I think, 4 months ago is the last time I logged in. And when I logged in, I basically looked around, walked around the square where I parked my character. Then the game crashed, and I was like, okay, that's it. And then I just started.
You know, me and Eva, we both got Warcraft subscription at some point, and all the time what we got, like after work, we just spent playing.
It is a lot of fun,
It
but
is fun, of course,
there's
but
so much time that goes into it, and
yeah, a little bit too much.
I wish I was able to.
Much.
What?
You remember, Raphael, you said there a while ago, oh, you should play Fahrenheit against myself and Eva or whatever. I tried that once, playing the game, and every time I jumped out, I land down, I got killed straight away, and I said, shit on this. And I just never played it again.
Because you got to run away from the guys who trying to kill you.
Kids, yes, kids.
Yeah, but I thought at least I'd have a few minutes to try and learn a bit on it before they start killing me. Well, as soon as I land, bang, dead.
Yeah, that happened. You know, hold on, Irish. Don't worry. There was one match. Normally you got like 100 or no, not 100. 99 opponents against you.
Yeah.
And I did manage to end up my game at the place 98. So it was like you said. I just sat down, headshot, I'm gone.
I did last until I think it was 89 or 88 in one game. I got I've gone down to, and there's only 88 more of us left. Next thing I came around the corner, there's Bucks building stuff really quick. And I go, what the fuck are they doing? I didn't know what the hell was happening.
My son absolutely loves that game, and he does the tournaments.
Like crazy. I agree
on
that.
I don't know how they can do it. They can build these bridges, mix them up with truth, and I'm here. What the?
Abilities to build so fast.
I just couldn't do it. I said, no, that's it. I'm never playing that again.
on the PlayStation, it's much easier to build, I guess. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I playing on PC, I cannot build so fast.
Yeah,
anyway.
I was on the PC and I couldn't do it. So I might try it on the PlayStation and see what's it like on the PlayStation.
Well, there's so many buttons on a controller, and you have to log all those buttons on your keyboard and your mouse. If you have like a mouse that has, I've seen those, they have like 16 buttons on the sides, and you use your thumb to use those buttons. Nice. And then you have the ones that are at your fingers. If you
5 of mine.
Life's too short, guys. Come on.
If you have the muscle memory of making stuff, you can be really, really fast. And PC gamers will usually always win from console gamers, because with a mouse, it's much easier to aim, because you basically just point and click. And with the controls, you have to little bit to the left, little bit up, little bit to the left.
Yeah, exact.
Noob sticks, we call them.
What to say?
That being said, I own all consoles, almost.
You have a ColecoVision, Ralph?
Yes.
I'm glad that the
real
weapon systems that I have.
Yes.
All right, what about a metallic television?
I don't think so. Maybe that's called different over here.
Ah, there you go. When you don't.
I have many. I have 32 at the moment.
What were you saying, Shark?
All versions of Atari.
Yes.
YouTube in a minute.
What's that? Well, Philips. Well, you'll have the Philips one because Philips is a Dutch company.
Yes.
Philips Video Pack.
G9000 Video Pack. Yes.
That's the one. Yep. My mates had one of them at school.
I'm going to ask Shark a question again now. Shut up, everyone.
I shut up.
I was saying, Shark, what were you saying about on the boat with the controls?
Oh, I was just saying, I'm glad that the number of buttons that we had on the real weapon systems aboard the Navy ships weren't nearly as complicated.
Yeah, he had 2 buttons.
Oops, wrong button.
Yeah, he had one which do not press and press. Was that it? You know,
there was a button there. There was a button there. It was labeled Bomb Iraq.
There was a button there, and it said "break in case of emergency." That was it. But yeah, no, sure most of the bombs nowadays are controlled from box down in a basement somewhere on a computer, just guiding them in, and that's it. They're not really like they used to be years ago, where there's a buck with a stick or whatever on a ship. Now when they go off, they're all computer guided and stuff like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's all lasered in or whatever.
I mean, it all depends on the weapon that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It's like the Death Star thing we were talking about earlier.
Here's going back to scrap questions. You know these where what's called there a few minutes ago or a while ago was the gold versions of these little pins.
Yeah.
They're made of brass. And see them little white rings that's on there?
Yeah.
Can I still just throw that straight into brass, or will the well, I suppose every scrapyard is different, but do you just throw something like that into brass? You would just melt them, I know, Raphael. But if I taken all them out and put them into a tub, will I get brass price on them in a scrapyard, do you think, or will they?
My yard
I would throw that to.
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna sift through it to see if there's any bits of plastic in there. If like 99% of it is all clean, then if there's 1 or 2 bits of plastic in there, I don't think they're gonna bother.
You know, depends. Actually, if you got like one tiny container filled with them, they will not take it as a brass. If you got it like throw into the big bucket of other brassy pieces, they will don't mind.
Okay.
Hey, Irish, Irish, why don't you hold that up again and let me have another look at it? Because it's so damn small. I had a hard time seeing.
How's the basement going down there, Shark? I hope it's nice.
Yeah, you can see if the basement is clean with it.
Look at this bugger. All new, unused jacks. Plated, but hey, hold on. They're gonna
hit the road, Jack.
Expect a big yield of them? No. And little buggy.
Or the mind of that TV show, Unhappily Ever After, from the creators
I need to
of.
let my cat out.
From the creators of Married with Children.
Yeah, I'm just going to mix them
cat
in with the
out.
brass connectors. I'm
Kids
going to mix
set
them in
fire
with these.
to it.
Here, hold on, Shark. Get your magnifying glass again. I'm going to mix them in with these little brass connectors.
Oh, those things, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to mix them in with them.
I just taken a couple of those out.
No, I'm going to
No,
mix them in.
I'm not going to do that, Irish. I know how sensitive you are now.
Yeah, and you know how cold the basement is tonight.
My basement is nice and warm.
You're probably incinerating some more chips in your little pellet burner, are you?
No, not really.
Oh.
I got my pot sitting next to me. I just forget to load it and just drop it in. But yeah, it's working well, I must say.
How many pounds of chips do you have to do?
I think I got about 2 kg left of IC chips.
And how many do you think you've done in total?
About 4 kilos.
4 kilos, so that's about 8 pounds. So you should get between 8 and maybe 11 grams of gold. Not bad.
I will double that.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen too many people get 2 grams of gold from a pound of IC chips. They might get them from the BGA ones, but not the IC ones.
Yeah, the BGA, I get only 1 load of BGA so far.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, we'll
That's
see
why-
what's come out. Whatever come out, it will be gone anyway. So.
Oh yeah. I'd say,
I will
no,
show it
again,
to you
I
and
haven't done IC chips or BZA chips in ages. So when I was doing them, I wasn't really taking much yield notice. So the next time I do them, I'll have a look at the yields and see what I get.
You know, to be honest, I don't really care how much it's gonna come out. As far as come out something, I will be happy anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel that way every morning.
What are we talking about again, Shark? Just so I don't say something I shouldn't say. Oh, ewaste Mike is in after I
hello
done my
and
micro
welcome.
scrapping.
You is
no.
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
Even Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
all
we're
these
just
little
talking about
grass
micro
things.
scrapping.
Oh,
Welcome, Tim.
micro scrapped out. Oh, look at that. Little bits of copper, all micro scrapped out.
We didn't even say his name 3 times. What's going on?
No, that's Ian Matthews. We've said his name about 15 times by now.
We
but-
said his name about 15 times and he didn't. I tell you, he's too busy making the table that he's held everything up over.
He's bringing nothing to the table.
Hey,
Oh.
hold on. Ian is sick, so probably every time we say his name like 3 times, he get like
Wow, how
extra
did-
snore.
My side cutters all of a sudden jammed up. How the hell?
Everyone's saying hi to ewaste Mike as he came in there.
Yeah, Ian's going to have to figure out how he's going to make room to actually use the tool that he brought in,
Hey,
or if he's
Jack
just going
Ryder.
to take it apart
I'm
and
gonna get me
stack
some
it
oil.
underneath everything else.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Mike.
Like when he said he was going, he said, "Oh yeah, it might take it to bits to put it away somewhere in the shed." I was here. Why did you buy something that you're going to be taking apart, putting it behind a pile of other stuff that you're going to have to, when you go looking for it again, you're going to have to tear half the shed down to find? Oh, I just don't get him.
And he paid top dollar for it too.
Yeah.
Hey, as I
Yeah.
said, I think he tried to trade a few stickers first, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I know. I
He
nearly
wasn't
fell off my
popular
chair
enough.
when he said he didn't try to haggle.
Yeah,
So what?
you know.
Weapon
what
oil.
is it?
This should work for
Took your
tools.
hair off. You're all lucky I've even here for this crap.
No, we were
love you too, Mike.
we were talking about that earlier, Mike. You missed that conversation. There was a toothpick involved.
But we can actually ask him if his pot for the PS get like extra warm at some point.
Yeah,
Because I guess it was.
when we were micro scrapping, did you have a funny feeling, Mike, there was something going on? That there was something going on that shouldn't be going on in the world?
Something was wrong in the world.
His spider senses were tingling. There's someone micro scrapping somewhere.
The scrappy senses.
Yeah, he goes, someone's wasting their time again. It's good to see Jet Rider's in as well. Good to see you, Jet Rider. Hope all is good with you, sir.
I do.
Sorry, mother cat wants to go out now.
She's got to put the other cat out because she set fire to that one as well.
I knew Solid was here, that's why.
Well, she has that effect on the men.
I seen a funny video was sent to me on WhatsApp, of course, where all the best videos go. This guy decided he was going to put a candle. He decided he was going to fart in front of the candle, and the and the gas came out. But just as he did it, his cat went by, and it set fire to his cat.
What did I just walk back in on? What? I
Well,
don't think I want to know.
I have that video still on my
Everyone's
WhatsApp.
always there to ignite the farts.
Yeah,
That's just wrong.
yeah, but the cat now wasn't. The cat I don't think was too badly singed.
The cat.
Slightly
the
charred.
cat- The cat is on fire. We don't need
Set
no
off the
water.
smoke alarm and everything.
Fire.
Ah!
Again, why someone would video that, I cannot understand. But
Somebody gets the reference.
and
It's
why
just
did
for laughs.
why did they decide to let that video out is not another
These
thing I
two
can't
dudes.
understand.
And why were you watching it?
Well, it was
Hey,
sent to me.
people.
It was sent to me
Ah,
on
I see.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
So If I thought I could show it on YouTube, I would, but I think I would be taken down.
Just put the
If
link
it
in
ain't
the.
monetized,
Well, it's on my WhatsApp,
the best.
so I can't put a link to it.
You know, I
It's
don't
still
have
on
that.
WhatsApp. I think I still have it.
Open it in the WhatsApp, and then see if you can see a link, and just type the link in the chat.
Yeah,
Good one.
The primitive way, maybe.
I'll have a look and see.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
my
I agree,
cat's out?
Crypto. Poor cat.
Do
I
you
mean, there
think
isn't
Iris
enough
will
meat
be-
on a cat to waste the time.
I can see I've started a little memorial thing in my garden for my sister. I've got lanterns burning, and it looks really nice in the dark. Actually, I might see if I can show you. It's stuff that I bought her over the years, or that she had in her garden. But luckily, it's hanging, so my cats can stay away from set my cats on fire. Right, let me just see if I can show you.
Don't do it, Solars. Don't do it.
Do it justice. No, I'm not gonna. My cats can't go anywhere near it. Right, let's hope I don't lose signal. I'm gonna step outside. Ugh. Okay, I wonder if I'm still here. Let's see. Oh yeah, but
I can send it on Facebook to you, Raphael.
Oh, the light's not going to be.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you can't really see them. That's a shame.
It
Let's see how far up here I go.
from here.
Scrapping Irish, please present everyday solars.
I've got nothing on my feet.
I was
don't think you
looking
can
at this
see
cat going on fire again.
No. Oh, you can't really see it. We've got mushrooms down at the bottom.
Strawberries.
You can't see
Lost
those.
her.
Can't see, but it's got loads of mushrooms and stuff on it.
It won't let me send it on
Can kinda
Facebook to you. It won't let me send it on Facebook to you, Ralph. It won't let me put it up on my Facebook stories, and I'm not putting it up there.
No.
I might have someone coming to my house that shouldn't be. Let me see what other way can I send it.
Can you send it through WhatsApp?
I'll send it through Gmail to you.
Oh, you could, yeah. Gmail? Or to my email, maybe. You should have
just
mine.
like two-way communication.
Yeah, but you need my number for WhatsApp.
You can't really share stuff as such unless it's a.
Okay, I have your email there now, and I'm just sending it to you, Ralph, and you should get an email there with a video in a minute.
Good.
Okay. I've got a picture instead because you couldn't see anything, so I can show you the picture.
Show us the picture.
Right. So that reflection, that's the top.
Okay, all lit up.
And that's the bottom with all like toadstools and shroomies and things.
Yeah.
You can
make a short video of it and then put that up at some point. I just got a notification.
It was a bird feeder.
What the hell is this?
You know, like a hanging bird feeder, but my cats just sit there and pick off the birds, so I had to stop using it as a bird feeder. So I thought,
Did you get that video, Ralph?
I got a email from someone whose name I did not recognize. So that must be.
Was it Dave?
It did say Scrapping Irish. It did say Scrapping Irish. So.
Yeah, Scrapping Irish. Yeah, my email address.
Where
he got his real
name?
Chance.
Dave.
No.
Oh, Dave.
No, his real name is Scrapping Irish.
It's not really Dave. It's a long-running joke. I'm not really just telling everybody his name.
Is that the you on about what is it? A trigger?
Yeah. But the joke is, I actually thought his name was Dave for a long time.
Yes.
Or some real name.
Well, Mike is going to have a busy week. I see there.
By my name, Martin Gary Butler.
Did you see that video, Ralph?
Yes. Oh, it's only it's only like 8 seconds. I wanted to see if they followed the cat around to see what happens.
No.
Why do people always stop filming when interesting stuff happens?
But did you see the slow motion of the cat?
Yeah. It was completely flaming. But why stop filming? That's entertainment right there.
Did he help the cat?
No, he wasn't.
No.
He didn't. It just, when you singe, you wouldn't know because you don't have hairy arms or anything. But
no, so sometimes.
Well, I could be French. But I'm
It's
just
just
going to
like
say for the
that. It's just
record
like
that
that.
I'm
Like,
not.
if you burn the hairs on your hand, you're not going to burn yourself alive. It just singes it.
Yeah.
Well, I would
I-
imagine
I-
something
I-
that's totally fluffy might have a chance of actually going up in flames. I would have
Um,
thought.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but it was quite funny. It
I
wasn't
don't know, I've
funny
got a very
as in.
fluffy cat.
I'm presuming the cat wasn't really hurt.
Let's hope not.
I'm
Just
presuming.
use up a couple of
Presumably.
its like 9 lives.
Yeah, I'm presuming. But
I'm gonna
the
see
video
if
is
I
quite
can-
funny.
I'm gonna see
Why,
if I
why
can get.
someone was doing that in the first place? I'm just looking at the video again. And it's just the reaction of your man's face is the funniest bit in it. Because when he realizes what he's after doing.
Well, no, the cat is not so much the problem. If the cat is flaming and it starts running around next to the curtains and the rug and the tablecloth and all kinds of other stuff, it's gonna set fire to everything.
Who's mate?
I agree, Ralph. I agree. That's a problem.
Cat made like a dog and went woof. Yeah, exactly. There's also a way you can have a dog make a meow sound. First you drop it in the water, then you put it in the freezer, then you get the table song go meow.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say good night for you guys for tonight because I just reaching like 1:45. So
I'm finishing in 15 minutes anyhow. So thanks for being in, Raphael. I mean, sorry, and I promise next week not to go drinking, so I'll be able to come up in your live.
Hey, no worry about that. No worry.
I don't plan on going drinking next weekend.
All cool. If you can, you can show up. If not, oh well.
The following week is
there
St.
always
Patrick's, so I'll be going St. Patrick's week.
Anyway, everyone, take care. Have a good one, and see ya, peeps. Take care.
Thanks for Raphael. As always.
See you later, Raphael.
But yeah, so I'll what I was going to say, ewaste Mike is making his board sort trip, which I always loved him once. I like to see what he gets out of them. So he is. I wonder if he's going to bring all them jumpers out with him instead of giving them to you, Shark.
Probably.
But yeah, so the link is there if anyone wants to come up for the last 15 minutes because I'll be doing, as I say, 3 hours. I wasn't going to do 3 hours tonight. I was already planning on actually doing 2 hours tonight because I was going to go out and take all the rubbish out of my car. But then I said, I'll do it in the morning before I go.
Put off today what you can do tomorrow. It's my motto.
Yeah. Why do something today when you can put it off to tomorrow?
Exactly. But that's kind of what I've been doing too much of the last couple of years.
I don't know what I would do with everything that I had if I took it all out of the Sharkmobile. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, but it's amazing what builds up. Like I went out there today, right? I have a heat gun in there because I got another heat gun that I got for free and it worked. So I have that in the car because I didn't take it out. It was given to me and I just put it in the car and never took it out. I have a couple of tool sets in there. I have a couple of boards that I picked up from somewhere. I have a few circulating pumps which I picked up as well, which have brass and stuff in them. They're in there, and I don't know. There's a couple of jackets and stuff like that thrown in the back seats, and it's amazing the amount of crap that you pick up. And Everyday Solars uses her car as a mobile skip to go to the scrapyard.
Mobile skip? How very dare you! Actually, I had her cleaned for the first time in about 2 years the other day. So she's actually the cleanest she's been for quite some time.
Until you take all the stuff from your shed to the scrapyard again.
Until that point, yes.
Yes.
I actually had my car cleaned, or I cleaned it myself. I just went to the washing station where you put your card in, and then you can wash for a certain amount of minutes, and then you choose the brush and the soap, and then you soap the whole thing, and then you choose the power wash and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was actually able to change the color of my car. It was green, and now it's silver again.
Hey Bruce, I'd say that Sharkmobile is the same one that he was tagged in on Facebook. I have a funny feeling that it is. Dan tagged him in a little photograph that it was a buck had turned his vehicle into a shark.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Like-
We'll go to Facebook.
Like the Dumb and Dumber dog.
It's
Bit of
something
show.
like
Oh yeah,
that.
the van.
Have a look what Dan.
I've seen a van like
tried
that,
doing.
but it's like got AstroTurf on the outside,
Oh yeah, we've got
I got something here from
and
Ben.
that's the first thing I thought of the dog van on Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah,
I've seen the fake
the
flowers
Shaggy
one.
van.
There's a fake
Yeah.
flowers one.
Where he trades it in for
I got
a little diddy monkey bike.
Yeah, that's right.
We need to find us. Stop and find a steep hill.
Sledge? Oh, sled.
Yeah.
A sledge
you know,
is a hammer.
Sled.
A
No,
sled.
not meant a sledge.
That's actually a pretty awesome contraption there.
Yeah, that shark mobile is really, really what you need for picking up the waste. Then people would really be stopping and giving you stuff just to see the front of it open up. Like a
It
shark.
helps if you don't put stuff through the back window or the cab.
The only one I ever seen doing that was Paul from Scrap and
There you go, there's
Pallet.
a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
I don't mean the Peter Gabriel song.
I was just thinking that.
That's one of the
Paul
famous
from
sledgehammers.
Scrap and Pallet man
around
broke
your
his back window a couple of
fruit
times. The shark, wasn't it?
How's that?
Paul from Scrap and Pallet man, didn't he break his back window a few times picking up scrap?
He might have.
Yeah, and then he had to change his way. They put something up in front of it to protect it when he's picking up stuff. I haven't watched a video for him from a while actually.
I don't think I'm subscribed anymore. Too much stuff up. I've actually been unsubscribing to many people.
Oh my god!
I don't say
Paul is posting again. He's well enough to get back out on the street and post.
Yeah,
I haven't had any notifications. I didn't.
no, I see a notification. Was it yesterday or the day before from him? I said, "Oh, you must be back doing it."
Oh, I need to just double check my notifications then.
I seen one. You got a notification from Moose Scrapper as well. I haven't watched his last video yet. I seen he's back again, putting a video. He put a video up there lately about a week ago, was it or so?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he said it's his last year on
making copper
YouTube.
ingots.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
He said, yeah,
Oh,
because
Yeah,
it's
so-
costing him too much time, and he makes way more money doing other stuff.
well, that's it too. Like again, that's where it comes down to what you use YouTube for. Is it to as a hobby and as a
Just showing what you're doing, or
Yeah.
want to make money out of it. Because if
Yeah, or you want to make
wanna
money,
make money
out
out
of
of
it,
it,
you make money doing that for the same amount of time that you give to YouTube. That's more valuable to you. So it all
I got my
depends
first
on
paycheck like last week from YouTube.
Oh, did
paycheck
you?
from what?
Oh, there you
YouTube.
go.
€77.28.
Well, hey, wasn't it better than
That's
the
not
video?
bad. For, it's not
Yeah,
bad for
that's
1 year of monetization. I mean, I
Yeah,
can basically
that's
quit
good.
my job now.
yeah, exactly. You know, you are a YouTuber now, Ralph.
Yeah, go into your boss
I'm
and
in the
go-
big league.
Go into your boss, say, I'm quitting. I'm making money on YouTube.
look what I found on Google Images.
I think I just had my third one.
What did you find on Google Images?
Yeah, you
Oh,
really caught up to
what's
me.
the
You
job?
passed me way.
That's the one. The first one, I think, is the Sharkmobile, is it?
That one.
Something like
Um,
that was, but it was different.
No, I haven't passed you in subs, Ralph. Nowhere near.
Well, no, but in actual viewers and putting up content and,
Well, that's
and
because
monetization and
That's
watch
because I
hours.
put a video up a week, Ralph.
Yeah, true.
You
Yeah, if you only put a video up
every
once
3
every 3 months, Ralph, that seems to be a problem.
I really want to get this place sorted, and after that, there's going to be probably
There's a
less scrapping
problem.
videos and less dumpster diving. I have so much dumpster diving footage left that I could probably fill another 2 years with it if I upload every month.
Who's made
and,
saying, yeah, they was hoping to make 199 subs, 199,000 subs, but he only made as far as 100. That's why I don't really set myself goals, because if you don't reach them, then you'll be thinking, oh, it's not worth it. So just don't set yourself a goal. Just whatever happens, happens. And
Have
if
fun
you
with
get-
I
it,
just
yeah.
wing
you
it
get-
most
just
of the time.
whatever amount of subs you get, and that's it. If
Well,
you
you
start setting yourself goals that you have to be at a certain place at a certain time on YouTube, and it doesn't reach it, then it can get disappointing or frustrating. So don't set yourself too big of a goal. Like
Don't set the bar too high.
Yeah, that was a big goal to set 199,000,
Here's
especially in
100,
our niche of what we're in. Like we're in a very niche sort of categories. You know,
I think he's
scrappers.
on like 39,000 or something, isn't he? Something like that. I mean,
But
that's
you know,
huge.
the other thing is you should never set goals on things that you can't control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
it's these people that say, "Oh, my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers." Well, you can't control that. All you can control is the quality of your videos, the quality of your thumbnails, the scheduling of your uploads, you know, what niche you're in, that kind of stuff. That's all you can control. That's where you ought to be setting your goals. And then whatever subscribers and watch time
maybe
comes
60
along, it comes along.
I got that wrong.
Here's something I wanted to say earlier when we were talking about keeping your videos and backing it up. If you would lose your channel at some point, like Scrapping Iris said, like, oh, then I'm not going to care anymore. But if you then still have your videos, you can create a new channel, schedule everything you have, and not do any work for like 2 or 3 years. Have it upload and just let the thing go, and just at some point get monetized again, make money from it. You could have work for like 5 years. Just upload it every week.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have to make sure you have to get your 1,000 subscribers before you start uploading, so that you get monetized straight away.
Yeah,
Get
that
back
would
to your
help,
1,000
but
people.
you could put a tiny bit of effort in to make some community posts and get back in contact with the people that you were in contact with. Make sure that you reply to all the comments on the first couple of videos, and once you get there, you probably have content for at least 3 or 4 years.
I mean, it gave me more time to make more of these resin creations.
Yes.
Exactly. Then you have all the time to do all the stuff you want, and then you can put like a months of work into like one really good video and upload that as well.
Bruce Napier was saying he got 5 new subscribers and he hasn't put a video up in 6 months. So people will subscribe to your channel even if you haven't been active in a long time.
Yeah, if you've got enough
come across your
content,
video
people
and
want
they
to
watch
watch
an
it.
older video and they just subscribe, you know?
Yeah, especially if
I
there's like
actually had that happen as well. I
recommended.
think I've got like 7 or 8 new subscribers in the last 2 days without. I have no idea why or how. Just
Well,
somebody
found one of your old videos and watched it and said, "Oh, that's cool. I'm going to check it out," and they subscribed to your channel.
that can happen. Yeah.
I did actually mention
that
you,
wasn't-
Ralph, in the comments section of one of their big boy friends, saying about your
really?
aluminium thing that you did.
Really? Who? What? Where? Why? When?
Well, did you watch Big Stack?
Big Stack D, yeah.
Yeah. So he did a water, copper water one this week.
I haven't watched that. You made a
and he
comment
had-
about me?
Well, yeah, because everyone was talking about, and I just said it would be really cool actually if next time instead of water he used water beads in the tank.
Orbeez, yeah.
Yeah, and I just Orbeez, that was the name. I couldn't remember what they were called. I said, you know, I've seen you do it with aluminium, and that looked really great, but a copper one would be.
Oh yeah, that probably have helped.
Cool.
So when did you do that? When did you place that comment?
Oh, only today. Only today.
Oh, today. Oh, that probably
Yeah,
didn't
no,
do much then.
it won't
yet.
be. It won't be anything to do with subs that you've had, but.
No. And also, if his video has been out for like 3 days, and most of his people have already seen it, and nobody's going to go back into the comments and see that. If you put a comment in, like, that's why people usually don't wait until the video is done, and like Lee put in a comment immediately so that other people will see his comment as soon as they watch the video.
I don't think so though, because some people like when my people, I like to sit the videos I actually want to be able to pay attention to. I can't always just watch straight away, and so I have to save them up for the. So you know, there are a lot of people that can't just, and around the world in different time zones as well. You can't just watch it, you know, straight away.
Now I'm going to have to look up the other video. Let's see.
And if it's a 1 hour e-waste bin video, it can take you 5 or 6 efforts to try to watch it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I rarely watch those.
Ooh, Sharky, you are playing with fire.
Well, I eventually get through them, but I don't usually have a whole straight hour to devote to
I know. I agree fully. If a video is an hour long, I can't watch it in one sitting. I have to split it into 2 proportions usually.
Especially
if it's
You know.
if it's a watch call video. Like if it's a live stream or a premiere, I might be able to do it. Usually I watch Everyday Scholars' one when I'm in bed. Not that you make me go to sleep or anything, Everyday Scholars. It's just that's sort of time where I go to bed.
No, I know.
You just happen to be in the
It's
bed
late as well.
when it comes
I
on.
just happen to be there and I go, Everyday Scholars is live or doing our premiere at 10.
It was a horizontal position.
Yeah.
It's
Would you
so
like
then-
would you like a shovel to dig that hole a little deeper there, Scrapping Hours?
I watched it all. I watched our video all the way to the end of that night of premiere.
It's the trouble with the horizontal position. You end up
Yeah.
falling
I always
asleep.
find that if I'm in bed, I start watching video. I do kind of fall asleep before I get to the end of them, and
So
then
do
I
I.
wake up a couple of hours later, and it's a totally weird video, nothing to do with Scrap at all. I'm on because it's just on the automatic next one.
I know it wouldn't be so bad if they actually
Oh,
followed
here's your
into
comment.
people
Yeah.
you want to support, but it's sometimes
Yeah.
it goes off on a random tangent.
That's so totally weird. Well, I woke up one night and it was a
come up
guy
to 3
wandering around
hours.
the desert looking for someone that had gone missing 20 years ago, and he reckons he figured out what happened to him. So it was quite interesting. Then when I woke up and started watching
Totally
that
random.
at around 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, walking the Mojave Desert looking for some guy that went missing back in, and the conspiracy theory that the army took him and killed him or something.
Oh
So
wow.
it was a weird one. Right,
Gone
I'm
over 3
back.
hours.
I'm at my 3-hour mark. So, Ralph, what are you planning for the week?
More cleaning up, a scrapyard run of circuit boards, and later in the week, a scrapyard run of aluminium. And
Okay.
after that, I don't really know yet. But
Any video?
well, that will be filmed, or at least parts of it.
Yay! I love scrapyard videos.
I probably won't have a video ready for at least another 2 weeks.
Okay, Darknest, what's your plan for the week?
I've got a video coming out on Friday involving this car. It's having new front brake pads fitted.
Okay. And anything else, or is that it?
No, that's it. I'll have
Okay.
one video out a week due to lack
Okay.
of content.
Shark, what's your story?
Let's see. Monday we have a video request from a bunch of viewers, so I put something
Okay.
together to answer their request. Wednesday I'm introducing a new client, and
Okay.
Friday is a street scrapping video.
Okay, so you have 3 videos out again. So he's going to be probably catch 2 of them. To be honest, I won't get the 3 of them. So I'll catch the one.
Watch the
in my
2
spare time.
longest ones.
And Everyday Scholars, what's your story for the week?
Well, I'm back to work now. I'm no longer on compassionate leave, so I'm working a bit more. But I'm going to try to do some more creations. I think it'd be good if I could get to the scrapyard, but I'm not sure. I think I might have another e-waste pickup as well, but it's I think there's lots of cable-y type things in it, so it's not going to be a load of PCs and things, I don't think. But it's from the school that I keep getting all the really good pickups from, so you never know. But I've just got to try and squeeze all this in now with 5 children, so it's basically, I don't know. I'm going to try and do stuff, but who knows if it'll actually happen.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is, well, before I say goodbye to you all, I'm going to find someone we're going to raid, and it's Watch Call is live, Miss Canadian Scrapper. So we're going to go over and raid
Live again.
Miss Canadian
Live.
Scrapper because she was in my live earlier before she went live. I think she's still live. I'm just trying to load up her screen. Yeah, it's still live. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and then we're going to all head over. I have no video out this Thursday because it's Thursday. So if you haven't seen last week's video, go watch it, or I will find you and do nothing to you, but just find you. So
Be
here's the
there or
link.
be somewhere
Here's
else.
the link, and go over and just put in Scrapping Irish Raid and check out Miss Canadian Scrapper. Until next Sunday, keep safe and look after yourselves. And Ralph?
Scrap you all later.